The new local tactics to prevent school shootings. Tuesday.
Spanish audio provided by Telemundo Deportes.
Watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile. It's the best. And I'm the best. Exclusively on Verizon.
The NFL season is approaching the halfway mark, and the marquee matchup of Week 8 is here in Arlington, Texas, as the Dallas Cowboys take the field, set to face the Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, Sunday night.
Another beauty on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, Sunday night.
And here we go.
Stand up and cheer, stomp your feet, stop clapping. NBC, Sunday night about to happen. America's game, been waiting all day. The Eagles and the boys have come to play. The game's all here, let's turn it up. It's the NFL, can't get enough. We got a battle tonight, a winner take all, ain't nothing like Sunday Night Football. It's out of control, get set, let's go. The clock's winding down, let's rock and roll. Stand up and cheer, stomp your feet, stop clapping. NBC, Sunday night about to happen. The hits keep coming and the lights keep flashing. Come on, get ready for the action. Stand up and cheer, stomp your feet, start clapping. NBC, Sunday night about to happen, and the hits keep coming and the lights keep flashing. Come on, get ready for the action. Sunday night.
On this last Sunday of October, the roof is open at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And fans of the home team have had plenty to cheer about so far this season. All set to watch Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys go head-to-head with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Remember Jimmy Johnson used to say, how about them Cowboys? Go figure. This is a team with a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back, a defense that has exceeded expectations, and that has propelled this team to 5 straight wins and a 5-1 record. If they win tonight, they are firmly in the driver's seat in the NFC East. Meanwhile, Philadelphia has its own pretty good-looking rookie quarterback as well. First-year coach in Doug Peterson. This is a team that's 5-2. They love playing here since the stadium has been open. They won 5 of 7 and 3 straight here in Arlington. If they win tonight, they're tied for the top spot in the division. So, Chris, Chip Kelly gone after 3 years. Big makeover during the offseason and coming into this season. After 6 weeks, how's that surgery look to you for Philadelphia?
Patient's doing fine out there right now. Let's start with the defensive side of the ball. 12 fewer points per game than what they had a season ago. The real story is their first-year head coach, I think, Doug Peterson, who's been taking some chances, and they've been working out there. And also rookie quarterback Carson Wentz, who thought he was going to be the third-string quarterback until just 10 days before the season opener. Right now, 4-2 is looking awfully good.
Yeah, really crazy. And kind of crazy around here. You and I have done a ton of Cowboy games over the last few years. Don't you feel there's something extraordinarily and uniquely special going on around here right now?
It is exciting, and somebody may have predicted the Cowboys were going to be 5-1 at this point. It was not me, believe me. And they're not just winning. The Cowboys fans find themselves dreaming of maybe another dominant era behind the rookies Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. This is going to be fun. The kids are going to take center stage here tonight.
And Dallas also gets Dez Bryant back from his knee injury tonight. They've been dueling since 1960. Eagles, Cowboys, great rivalry on Sunday Night Football.
NBC, Sunday night about to happen.
Get apps, videos, and more at iTunes.com/NFL. Sunday Night Football is brought to you by the 2017 Kia Sorento. Learn more at kia.com. By Verizon. Join a better network because better matters. And in high definition by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces and their families.
Ready, down, put.
Thanks for not running me over.
You mean again?
Just take it to the house.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, Tim got my bone. 2 ballers standing alongside my love. Oh, talk about my love. Talk about my love.
You ready, Dad?
Me and the guys walk into this place. Now, you would have thought from the name of it, it's gonna be packed with sailors. So I immediately picked out the biggest guy in there, and I walked straight up to him. Now, he looks me square in the eye, and I swear he says, "Welcome to Navy Federal Credit Union." Whoa, friendly alert. I got a great auto rate out of that guy. You know, now I have a wonderful hybrid, slate blue, cream interior. He was so nice.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
This Thursday, November 3rd, celebrate National Sandwich Day with a free sub at Subway. Buy any sub and drink, and we'll give you a second sub completely free, as in zero extra money free. Because at Subway, we're all about making things better. And National Sandwich Day is no exception. So not only will you get a free sub, we'll donate a meal to Feeding America for each sub purchased, which means you'll feel better, and entire communities around you will eat better. So this Thursday, November 3rd, stop in, buy one, get one free, and help feed America. Only at Subway.
For the best Sunday Night Football social experience, go to SNFAllAccess.com. And throughout the game, follow SNF on Twitter for Michelle Tafoya's updates from the sidelines.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, the Cowboys came into the league in 1960. Eagles, Cowboys meeting every year since 57th season. A lot of legendary quarterbacks have played in this rivalry. But tonight, the first meeting where each team will start a rookie quarterback. Wentz and Prescott. And speaking of Dak Prescott, moments ago, he was on the field with Michelle.
Well, Dak, you were a 4th-round draft pick, 7 quarterbacks taken ahead of you. Your team is 5-1, off to an historic start. What has made you so effective so fast?
Just the team, just the guys around me. Everybody has a great feel for each other. We just love playing with each other, and you'll see that tonight.
You told us you didn't sit that well with you to fall to the 4th round. Tonight, across the field is the number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz. What kind of extra motivation does that give you?
I'm just worried about winning this game. I don't really care what the guy on the other side does. I'm trusting my defense, trusting the other 10 guys on offense. We'll have a great night.
Thanks a lot, Dak.
Thank you.
And the Cowboys get back wide receiver Dez Bryant, who missed the last 3 games with a knee injury. On defense, cornerback Orlando Scandrick is back after having hamstring injuries to both legs. As for the Eagles, starting defensive tackle Benny Logan is out with a groin injury. He'll be replaced by Bo Allen.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Well, the NFC East was much maligned before the season, but look at that. Every team above 500, Dallas 5-1, Philly 4-2. The Giants 4-3. They had a bye today, and Washington went to London and played an overtime tie against Cincinnati. You saw the 2 coaches, Jason Garrett, 6 full season, Doug Peterson in his first. Dallas won the toss. They elect to receive. You've got Caleb Sturgis kicking off, and Lucky Whitehead drops back into the end zone for the potential return. About 90,000. Almost everybody waving those white towels tonight. They're not surrendering, trust me. Not with a record of 5-1. And the kickoff a couple of yards into the end zone, and Lucky Whitehead, and he gets wrapped up at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles, who have great special teams, they're able to recover. The Cowboys are, but they extract the football inside the 10-yard line, and Lucky got very lucky.
That was the best catch Lucky Whitehead has ever made right there. Luckily, it fell right back into his lap. Terrence Brooks coming down and going to rip that thing right out, and just so fortunate for Whitehead and the Cowboys, it falls right back to him.
So a little drama right at the beginning of the game. And Dak Prescott will go to work from his own 10-yard line. As Rich Bisaccia, special teams coach, has a word or two with one lucky Whitehead. Ezekiel Elliott is the running back, leads the league in rushing, and Zeke for a gain of 1 as we take a look at the Cowboy starters.
Dak Prescott, Mississippi State.
Ezekiel Elliott, Ohio State.
Dez Bryant, Oklahoma State.
Terrence Williams, Baylor.
Cole Beasley, SMU.
Jason Witten, Tennessee.
Tyron Smith, USC.
Ronald Leary, University of Memphis.
Travis Frederick, Wisconsin.
Zach Martin, Notre Dame.
Doug Free, Northern Illinois.
Great offensive line. You've got 3 #1 picks among the front 5. Prescott with an empty backfield will throw, and intended for Bryant. That's the first action he has seen since the Chicago game at the end of September. Nolan Carroll with the coverage, and it's 3rd down and 9.
Well, Nolan Carroll is going to jump all over this one. He did not end up respecting Dez deep at all, sat right down on the route, and the Eagles making a statement early that they are not going to be intimidated by the fact that Dez Bryant is back on the field. Run, run, run all you want, but they are going to jump on Dez Bryant early.
Eagles made a point of saying that they can't let the Cowboys get up to a fast start. Dallas has outscored the opponents 37-10 in the first quarter, but a 3rd and 9 here, and he flared out to Elliott, and Elliott is able to gain yardage after contact, as he so aptly does, and picks up the first down. Yards after contact, known as yak around the league, and boy, he is great at that.
Well, all you can do is say great play by Elliott, and really a disappointing effort here by the Philadelphia Eagles. They get 1, 2, 3 shots at him and can't stop him short of that first down. He had to lunge and barely made it. Any sort of tackle at any point is going to turn into a punt for the Cowboys.
Again, they empty the backfield, send the fullback, Rod Smith, flanked wide to the right. Just to get the play off before the play clock expires, and there's a sack back at the 16-yard line. Marcus Smith, 3rd-year defensive lineman out of Louisville. Philadelphia this year going from the 3-4 to a 4-3 up front. Here's Prescott and his statistics through week 7. They played 6 games plus the bye. Terrific in a lot of the areas. The only interception, the 1 pick, came in their last game at Green Bay, but they go into Lambeau, Prescott and the group does, and come away with a win. 2nd down and 14. And they give it to Elliott, who's pick number 4 overall in the draft. Gain of a couple. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia defense.
Brandon Graham, Michigan.
Fletcher Cox, Yazoo City High School.
Bo Allen, Wisconsin.
Connor Barwin, University of Cincinnati.
Nigel Bradham, the Florida State University.
Jordan Hicks, Texas.
Michael Kendricks, Cal.
Leotis McKelvin, Troy University.
Rodney McLeod, the University of Virginia.
Malcolm Jenkins, the Ohio State University.
Nolan Carroll, Maryland.
And the new defensive coordinator is the former Detroit Lion head coach Jim Schwartz. This team ranking very high in almost all categories to this point this season. 3rd and 12, and the pass is underthrown, and Beasley can't make the catch up at the 29-yard line. So they pick up 1 first down, and then in comes the punting unit.
Big question was, would Jim Schwartz bring pressure? He absolutely does. Brings 6 here on this opening pressure play on 3rd and long. He's a guy that's not known as the defensive coordinator for wanting to bring a lot of heavy pressure. He got an opportunity early and got after Dak Prescott. He wants to speed up the delivery of Prescott. Thinks he's been too comfortable in the pocket.
Punter is Chris Jones, and Darren Sproles, who's run back a few kicks in his career, comes over to the sideline, and it bounds out of bounds. They will spot it somewhere, I think, between the 35 and 40, and they spot it at the 38. So pretty good field position for the rookie Wentz and the Eagles when we come back.
ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible. And a dedicated financial partner will be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Play Tecmo metal version.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by the 2017 Kia Sorento. Learn more at kia.com. By GE, the digital company that's also an industrial company. By LG V20, life's good when you play more. And by U.S. Bank. The Star, that's what it's known as, 91-acre world headquarters of the Cowboys, located in Frisco, Texas, about 40 minutes from here. Stephen Jones on the left, Jerry Jones on the right. He's done it again. He built this stadium, which is fantastic. The Star, which has to be the greatest training facility in the world for any sport.
No doubt.
And Wentz, his first play is a pass and a first down as he hits Dorial Green Beckham, second year out of Oklahoma, for a first down. So there are Wentz's numbers: 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, pretty good rating. Number 2 guy overall in the draft. Only Jared Goff out of Cal went ahead of him. Goff with the Rams, but has yet to see any action this season. And of course, we'll detail Wentz, and he got the job. Trade Sam Bradford, started from opening day. From the 50, running back is Ryan Matthews. And the pass goes out to the left side. Caught there by Josh Huff, who had a kickoff return for a touchdown last week, gain of 9. Let's take a look at the Eagle offense.
Carson Wentz, North Dakota State University.
Ryan Matthews, Fresno State.
Jordan Matthews, Vanderbilt.
Nelson Aguilar, Southern Cal.
Zach Ertz, Stanford. Brent Selleck, Cincinnati.
Jason Peters, Arkansas.
Alan Barber, Missouri Southern.
Jason Kelsey, Cincinnati.
Brandon Brooks, Miami University.
Halapulavati Vaitai, TCU.
And Vaitai is taking the spot normally occupied by Lane Johnson, who has been suspended. So right tackle was an issue a couple of weeks ago. Last week, Vaitai did much better. And the pass is caught outside, but shy of a first down. Jordan Matthews is taken down by Morris Claiborne right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd and 1.
Orlando Scandrick coming back from injury to play in this one for the first time in a while, but it is Mo Claiborne who's going to come up right here and make this tackle. This is a tough play in the open field with blocker in front. Nelson Aguilar unable to make that block. Great play by Claiborne, who is having a tremendous year. No question the best of his career.
So they start with 3 passes. They have Sproles lined up at running back. Fake it to him. Little roll to the right. Wentz is going to keep it, but he's going to be knocked down 3 yards shy of the first down. Anthony Hitchens, the linebacker, comes in to take him down. So they had a 2nd down and 1, and now they have a 4th and 4.
Great play by Sean Lee right here. He's going to cover in the flat Darren Sproles. They're just going to try and pick up this little flat pass, but one of the better cover linebackers in all of football, Sean Lee, able to take that away. And then it was Hitchens taking care of the rest.
Donnie Jones to kick for Philadelphia. So each punter a Jones boy. Cole Beasley back at the 10-yard line. Flag is down. Our first of the game. Cowboys may have had an extra man on the field, and if they did, remember it's 4th and 4, so that penalty would give them a first down. Jerome Boger is the referee.
too many men on the field. Receiving team. 5-yard penalty resulting in a first down.
We'll count them up for you.
All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 2. Boop, 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 boop. And there's 10. And 1 back, right?
11 would work. Kitchens is trying to call a timeout. He knows they have 1 extra guy. There you go. Somebody's running off the field and didn't get to the sideline in time. So the Eagles get a gift first down. Already 2 special teams mistakes for Dallas. Whitehead fumbling the opening kickoff but recovering it. And now you've got this one turning a 4th and 4 and a punt into a first down. Wentz now at the 39. They get to run the ball. And Wentz rolls and then throws, and that's caught along the sideline there by Jordan Matthews for a gain of about 6.
I think Jason Garrett was upset because they made a late substitution to come in for the punt team, and he felt like he should have had time to get his substitution in there as well. Didn't work out that way, and a huge mistake early for the Cowboys.
Give him 8 yards on the play before he's tackled at the 31, so it's 2nd down and 2. Sproles the running back, lining up deep here. Cowboys moving around on that defensive front. The toss to Sproles, and Sproles will get the first down. And a lot more inside the 20, and finally taken down at the 17-yard line.
Going to have Vaitai pulling out and around, and they just get this edge on the outside to get a crack block down on the outside by Josh Huff, and there simply was nobody else out there to make the play. Darren Sproles, a guy that has been such an explosive not only back but kick returner over the years. He makes plays on all parts of the field.
Chargers, Saints, and now the Eagles. 12 years played his college ball at Kansas State. To the outside and taken down at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look at the Cowboy defense.
Tom Crawford, Boise State. Malik Collins, Nebraska.
Terrell McClain, South Florida. Jack Crawford, Penn State.
Anthony Hitchens, Iowa.
Sean Lee, Penn State.
Brandon Carr, Grand Valley State.
Barry Church, Toledo.
Byron Jones, UConn.
Morris Claiborne, LSU. Orlando Skandrick, Boise State University.
Skandrick back after missing 4 games. David Irving made the last tackle. He'll rotate in. He's the guy that forced 3 fumbles 2 weeks ago in the game at Green Bay. Cowboys had their bye last week. Halfway through the quarter, 2nd and 11. To the outside, the pass is caught. And that's Barner, Kenyon Barner, making the grab, coming out of the backfield. Tackle there by Sean Lee. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So Chip Kelly was there for 3 years. He was gone now, of course, in San Francisco. Doug Peterson, longtime backup quarterback in the National Football League, was a backup in Philadelphia, was a backup for Brett Favre in Green Bay. Last few years, he's been with Andy Reid in Kansas City. There's Jeff Lurie and Tina looking on. Jeff has owned the team since the early 90s, and they've been a very solid franchise that doesn't make a lot of changes, especially at the top. 3rd down and 6. And that pass is dropped. Aguilar on a slant. Their #1 draft choice last year out of the University of Southern California. Coming over the middle, 4th down.
Just the easiest of all plays here for Nelson Aguilar, who did not live up to expectations a season ago, has played a little bit better. They were hoping he would become their big play guy, and they just haven't had that kind of a playmaker yet. Jordan Matthews probably their best at wide receiver. Some rumors that they're still in the market looking before the trade deadline.
Caleb Sturgis, 30-yard field goal is good, but a flag is down. Jerome Boger calling the game. It was 4th and 6. Is this going to be running into the kicker, which would be 5 yards?
And I don't think a first down.
No, I don't think it'll be, because, yeah, it's going to be running into the kicker. He looks over at Peterson, who hasn't been afraid to go on 4th down, and Peterson has taken points off the board this season. So he wants to know, it's going to be 4th and 1. What do you want to do?
Running to the kicker, receiving team, number 24. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a good field goal.
That was Morris Claiborne. He'll take the 3 points. So it's 3-0 Philadelphia. 6:39 left in the first.
Thanks for not running me over.
You mean again?
Just take it to the house.
Hillary Clinton won't change Washington. She's been there 30 years. Taxes went up, terrorism spread, jobs vanished. But special interests and Washington insiders thrived. Donald Trump will turn Washington upside down, day one. Real change that puts Americans first. A vote for Hillary is a vote for more of the same. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for change that makes America great again.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon. Because if you have Verizon, you now have Stream Pass. Get access to the best NFL content, hassle-free, all in HD without using your data. So you can watch every live local game on your phone with NFL Mobile. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games and more on NFL Mobile with Stream Pass. Only on America's Best Network.
The first commercial flight took off from Tampa on a Thursday. Just imagine what this Thursday will bring only on NFL Network when the Falcons face the Buccaneers. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 7:30, only on NFL Network.
Catch every moment of tonight's game with the NBC Sports app. You can watch the game anywhere. Live on your laptop, tablet, and connected TVs. Arlington, Texas. Stadium opened back in 2009. Roof open tonight. Temperature in the upper 70s. And Lucky Whitehead will take a knee in the end zone. Cowboys back to work from the 25 when we come back.
Studies show the average attention span is 8 seconds.
And only your love could fill my cup, 'cause I'm hollow. Yeah, I'm hollow. Oh, 'cause I'm hollow.
Good thing the redesigned Kia Forte comes with available autonomous emergency braking. It can help you stop, even if your mind starts wandering.
Bud Light says raise one to right now. So why not raise the right one? Miller Lite has more taste and half the carbs. Miller Lite, spelled different because it's brewed different.
I've made a breakthrough in bucket technology. My new KFC $10 chicken share. This cutting-edge design is perfect for sharing with a friend. A bucket for $10? What? This delicious chicken share took a lot of math, quantum science, and imagining a different size bucket. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
It's the last week before The Voice goes live.
I'm waiting for something fiery.
Who will move on?
Blew my mind.
Is my hairpiece still on?
And who will get the final steal? Yeah! The Voice, all new tomorrow and Tuesday on NBC.
Tonight show with Jimmy Fallon this week. Some of the guys dropping by, and ladies would be Vince Vaughn, Benedict Cumberbatch will be there, Dana Carvey as well. And Tonight show with Jimmy Fallon all this week on NBC. Cowboys now from their own 25-yard line. To Elliott, to the outside, looking to turn the corner. He was a hurdler in high school and college, but not here. Michael Kendricks makes the tackle. Take a look at the young guys who've made such an impression. The quarterback and the running back, the hurdle right there.
I think they must have watched Sunday Night Football last time we showed that hurdling tape. They were ready for that one. They had the high hurdle out tonight.
Yeah, didn't have much leverage on that. 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Corner blitz. It's picked up. Going deep downfield, and on the run making the catch is Des Bryant all the way down to the Philadelphia 20-yard line. Welcome home, Des, as the crowd salutes him. He beats McKelvin on the play, and that's 53 yards on a 2nd and 10.
You want to scare a defensive coordinator out of blitzing 6 guys? Leave your guy one-on-one. Leotis McKelvin on the outside. Des Bryant goes right by him. They squatted on the first route from Des Bryant. Des Bryant went back over to the sideline and said, I've got an idea. That was a big-time throw by Dak Prescott, too.
No question. His longest downfield completion of the season. And Prescott now throws, and it's behind and short, intended for Terrence Williams, who's done a nice job over the past 3 weeks in the absence of Bryant. 2nd down.
Here we go. We're going to get all this pressure again. It worked the first time. They want Dak Prescott to get that ball out of his hands. They think he's been way too comfortable sitting in the pocket, but you have to hold up in man coverage. Tony Romo said, no way to throw it out there, young man. Tony Romo, and he's got to have some weird emotions going on being down there. Started practicing a little bit this week, and tough spot.
Yeah, we'll delve into that in a minute. As through the middle goes Elliott to set up a 1st down and goal. The league's leading rusher on a pace to set the all-time rookie rushing record, which would eclipse what Eric Dickerson did in his first year, and he sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch how Zach Martin fakes this way and sets up this trap coming back this way. Fletcher Cox thinks that Zach Martin's going to hit him, basically falls down, so there's nobody to trap at the end of that.
Elliott averaging 5.1 yards per carry, has scored 5 touchdowns this season. And this time Prescott keeps it. Wide open touchdown. Beautifully designed play as Prescott rolls into the end zone, and that didn't take long. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
We've been watching these ends crashing down, and if they do that, that leaves open the possibility of the quarterback keep. This is some great coaching going on the sideline over there. They squatted on a route, so they hit one deep. The ends have been crashing, so they go read option to a wide open touchdown for Dak Prescott.
Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator, he's having a blast this year working with the rookie. And you can see why. Dan Bailey with the extra point. 4:41 left in the quarter. Dak Prescott out of Mississippi State, and the Cowboys on top 7-3 on Sunday Night Football.
Enjoy your phone.
You too. All right, be cool. You got the amazing new iPhone 7 on the house by switching to AT&T. What? And you got unlimited data because you have DirecTV? Okay, just a few more steps.
Door!
It's cool.
Get the iPhone 7 on us and unlimited data when you switch to AT&T and have DirecTV.
So what's your news?
I got a job. I'll be programming at GE.
Oh, I got a job too.
Zazzies.
The app where you put fruit hats on animals. I love that.
Guys, I'll be writing code that helps machines communicate.
That's just Zazzy to you.
Look at it. Oh!
I can do dogs, hamsters, guinea pigs, you name it.
I'm going to transform the way the world works.
I programmed that hat, and I can do cassava melons.
I'll be helping turbines power cities.
I put a turbine on a cat.
I can make hospitals run more efficiently.
This isn't a competition.
The 2017 Kia Sorento monitors your driving environment with available intelligent features like a lane departure warning system, advanced smart cruise control, and blind spot detection. Not to mention it was named a 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, so it helps protect you in more ways than one. The 2017 Kia Sorento.
Monday's #1 new drama goes to the Alamo.
That's David Crockett.
Ma'am. And the future of America.
There's one thing everybody knows about the Alamo. Everybody dies.
Rests in her hands.
We need to fix history.
Timeless. New tomorrow after The Voice on NBC.
So Tony Romo, of course, would have been the starter at the beginning of the season, but in preseason, early in the game at Seattle, next to last preseason game, broken bone in his back. He is almost healthy, not quite. And, of course, everybody around here talking about what do you do when he is healthy? Well, what do you do? I mean, to me, you play the hot hand, and there is the hot hand right now.
Well, and Tony Romo had to let that back heal, but then he had to get back to all the core exercises that he was doing for his back. So it's not just a matter of that bone healing. He has to get back and rehab and do more.
Kickoff fielded in the end zone, and well, he thought Wendell Smallwood, who's already had a kickoff return for a touchdown this season, thought better of it. Well, the Odyssey, the quarterback Odyssey for Philadelphia. So Sam Bradford in March signs a 2-year contract extension. His first year was last year. Then Chase Daniel comes over from Kansas City to be the backup 3-year deal. They trade up. They get Wentz, the 2nd overall pick in the draft. Then Bradford, of course, because of the injury to Teddy Bridgewater, gets traded to the Vikings. So they gave up a lot of picks and money and all of the rest to get up to the point where they could pick Wentz. But then they got all that stuff back in the Bradford trade. So it worked out almost perfectly for these guys.
It was unbelievable that Carson Wentz was supposed to just be the 3rd-string guy and probably not even active the entire season. That was the plan.
First down out. Running the ball to the right side is Sproles. And Chris, among the interesting things about Wentz, played his college ball at North Dakota State, didn't start until he was a junior, really only 2 years there. He barely played in preseason. Remember, he got hurt in the first preseason game, so it wasn't as if, like, Prescott looked pretty good in preseason. They said, okay, we'll go with him. With Wentz, boy, that was a crapshoot.
And how about Doug Peterson? Here he is, a first-year head coach, and he comes in. They've already made the plan. Sam Bradford's going to be the quarterback. Everything changes 10 days before opening day, and he's got a guy that hasn't even played in preseason. Now is going to be his starting quarterback, and they're 4-2. Are you kidding?
They started 3-0, and the pass is a little low, intended for Sproles. That'll make it 3rd down and 12. And Wentz said, me bad. We go to Michelle.
Well, starting left guard Alan Barber is questionable with a hamstring injury, so Stefan Wisniewski has come in for him. He's got 15 career starts at left guard. He's taking over for now, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. They're down to only one other backup lineman. That would be a tackle, Matt Tobin. So issues up front for Philadelphia against the Dallas defense that, as we said at the top, has exceeded all expectations.
And then some. Let's see if the Philadelphia Eagles decide they're going to go after Orlando Scandrick, who is coming back from 2 hamstring injuries.
We'll find that out after the timeout, which was taken here by the Eagles. And there is Scandrick.
Yeah, no question. He was probably, along with Sean Lee, their 2 best players a couple of years ago. He's gone through a string of injuries, the latest being hamstring injuries to both legs. And he is coming back in, but he's in that key slot position. And so it's probably the toughest of all coverage spots. They don't want to play him a ton tonight, but you have to believe that at some point here, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to make sure both those hamstrings are okay.
Sean Lee staying healthy this year. Missed a lot of time in the past few years when he's been hurt. Wentz now out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 12. Pocket is good, pass is good, but shy of the first down. That's Aguilar making the catch, had to come back to get it, and Lee is all over him, so it'll be 4th down and a long 1.
Yeah, and for Sean Lee right here, we've talked about him already in his coverage skills. He's going to go right back to that 1st down line and do nothing but drive forward. As soon as the receiver hooked up short of that, Sean Lee knew he had him.
Donnie Jones in for the punt. 35-3, good average. Lucky Whitehead is back. A line drive punt that bounds at the 25. And the Cowboys are going to stay away from it as it scoots out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 3:10 left in the quarter. 38-yard kick.
From now until the end of the year,
shopping at small businesses could be even more rewarding.
Because when you shop small with your eligible American Express card,
you could get 2 times the rewards.
So support the businesses that make your town a community.
The people who make your community home.
Those insiders with the inside knowledge. Those friends with a welcome smile.
And you could get twice the rewards. Learn more and enroll online today at AmericanExpress.com. Get out, get together, and shop small.
Upgrade season's here. I got my new iPhone 7 from Sprint.
Sprint? I'm hearing good things about the network.
All the networks are great now. We're talking within a 1% difference in reliability of each other. And Sprint saves you 50% on most current national carrier rates. And if you got 1% more haircut than me today, would you really pay twice as much?
No, I wouldn't.
Copy that.
Switch to Sprint and get iPhone 7. Plus save 50% off most current national carrier rates. Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things.
I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference.
I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman.
I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
Body.
Got it.
A detective's friend is accused of murder.
It's gonna be a conflict for you?
No.
Will this cop risk his badge to save him?
Remember how I made that DUI go away? I can help you with this too.
Chicago PD, Wednesday on NBC.
And a child or children shall lead them. And these guys have really done it. Prescott and Elliott, excellent adventure. Back to week 6. Go into Lambeau Field, 247 passing yards, 3 TDs. Elliott, another big day, 157. He's gained 130 more on the ground in each of his last 4 games. And Eric Dickerson, we talked about, his record is in jeopardy, at least right now. Eric in the ballpark tonight. Just visited with him before the game. Looks like he could still play. From the 28-yard line, off play action, rolling right under pressure, and gets it away and outside the pocket, so it is not grounding. Pressure put on that time by Brandon Graham. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and the bootleg a big part of Dak Prescott's game, but Brandon Graham knows it as well. I think Brandon Graham is playing about as well as anybody on this Philadelphia defense. He just has had a knack. 4 sacks already on the season, but such a powerful guy, and you see him lining up sometimes 2, 3, 4 yards outside that tackle, and when he comes screaming down, in this case it'll be against Doug Free, it is a headache waiting to happen.
You mean they're bringing back the wide 9?
I might see a little bit of that.
2nd and 10, and that's a 9-yard pickup for Elliott as he takes it to the 37-yard line. Nigel Bradham makes the stop. 3rd and 1.
Tyron Smith here on the outside is just going to have the ability to wash down this side of the defense against Vinnie Curry, who was on a stunt inside, and just pop that run. One of the things that makes it so hard to pass rush against Dak Prescott is when Ezekiel Elliott is breaking off 9-yard runs. You have to pay attention to that first.
So Elliott is the I back. They bring in a fullback. It's Keith Smith. And they're going to go play action and flare it out to the running back. Elliott breaks away, goes down the sidelines. Boom, goes to the 40-yard line of the Eagles. McLeod makes the tackle, and he felt them too. And there's a flag on the play late, down where the play ended after a 25-yard gain. Jerome Boger.
Now, you don't think he thought he was lining him up on this finish of this run, do you?
After the play was over, delay of game, offense number 21 for a dead ball spiking of the football into the field of play. 5-yard penalty. After the 4th of the penalty, it will be 1st and 10.
Take a look.
Jordan Hicks is going to end up in coverage, and he is the best that Philadelphia has but no match here. And then watch Ezekiel Elliott at the end of this play. A lot of backs in that situation try to make a move. I think Ezekiel Elliott early in games likes to make a little statement to those defensive backs who are thinking about coming up and making a hit.
So the penalty moves them back to the Philly 43. Elliott now to the outside. Gets around the corner. Gets by McKelvin. Another hurdle job. And that should be close to a first down. Went over Rodney McLeod that time.
There is no way Ezekiel Elliott gets outside here. Watch him get all the way in here and then bounce this thing out. Not to mention, at the end of this run, he's going to do another one of these hurdle moves. But there was no way Leotis McKelvin thought that he was going to get outside of him where he was, and yet he has the power to run inside, the speed, and the hurdling ability outside.
At the 30-yard line, first down. Cowboys on top 7-3. Late in the first. And Prescott deep down the sideline, and Bryant had to adjust. There's another flag here. It's at the 20-yard line on the opposite side of the field. Coverage there by McKelvin. It was a 1st and 10.
Illegal while the quarterback was in the pocket. Illegal contact. Defense, number 31. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's on Jalen Mills, their 7th-round draft choice out of LSU.
Jalen Mills here in the slot right there because of the injury to Ron Brooks. After 5 yards, not allowed to do that one. This is a crew that will not let defenses get away with that.
Penalties and penalty yards per game. As you can see, they're right up near the top. And now you've got Alfred Morris taking it to the 17. So not only do you have the rookie, but then you go and you back him up with a guy who had a phenomenal rookie season with the Redskins back in 2012 with RG3 at quarterback in Alfred Morris. That's a great backup.
Boy, watch these guys work inside. You talk about the Dallas Cowboys offensive line and the things that they can do with their double teams and coming up on the next level. They're just so efficient and they're so young working together. You can see they're just getting better year after year.
Second down and 2. And this time it is Morris not going anywhere. Stop for a small loss on what could be the final play of the quarters. Should they choose, it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Now, we talked about Brandon Graham before. Watch him shoot the inside gap here and just beat Doug Free across his face and then had the athleticism to come back. Not only as a pass rusher, but a tremendous set the edge guy in the run as well.
And that will take us to the end of the first quarter in Arlington, Texas, with the score: the Dallas Cowboys 7, the Philadelphia Eagles 3, and Sunday Night Football resumes after these messages.
There's just a mass amount of data in this business. Trey Brown, Director of College Scouting. You know, you got to have a powerful laptop. We're trying to find the prospects who can compete on the professional level. See how he drops his hips? You look at the athleticism, the speed, the explosiveness. We're on the field, in the classroom. The Surface Pro allows us to be everywhere.
One guy that really caught my attention.
I can write right on the screen. I couldn't do that on the Mac. At the end of the day, we're trying to find the players that are going to give us the opportunity to win championships.
I love getting more for less. That's why this control enthusiast rents from National, where I can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. On average, 4 out of every 5 rentals at National is a free upgrade. Getting a full size and paying for a mid-size, as the boys from Loverboy so eloquently noted. I'm loving every minute of it. Go National. Go like a pro.
Hi, gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. And put on a happy face.
How's my favorite brother-in-law doing?
Your room's upstairs.
But the liquor's in the dining room.
Just 5 days so we can make it through Christmas.
You locked me out.
Hey, neighbor. Let me get you out of here. Almost Christmas. Rated PG-13.
Tonight's aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle DeFoya. As you look down upon DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Do a little action there. 24/7. Great configuration.
It is. Right to the gate you go.
3rd down and 5 as we start the second quarter. Dallas on top 7-3 at the Philadelphia 20-yard line. Empty backfield. Prescott, good protection, fires too high, intended for Bryant, covered at the 5-yard line, and they'll have to settle for a Bailey field goal attempt.
Yeah, Dak Prescott knew exactly what he wanted. You don't see a lot of rookies that just walk out there and all of a sudden you're in an empty set and you're going to change the play down there on a big 3rd down call, but they really have great confidence in the intelligence really of both of these quarterbacks. They're just so sharp when you get a chance to have a conversation with them.
Dan Bailey, who has been nothing short of spectacular through his Cowboy career. 38-yard attempt, and that one is good to extend the lead to 7. 10 seconds into the second quarter.
So you're up at dawn, kid, look alive. You've been saving for a big man cave. Good luck with that, Dave. You made the most of your retirement plan, so you better learn to drive that RV, man. So many things you're doing in your life. Nationwide is on your side.
Roof open, AT&T Stadium, and we go to the field, and Michelle.
Well, Al, an alleged domestic violence complaint against Ezekiel Elliott is back in the news following the league's handling of Giants kicker Josh Brown's domestic violence case. Now, in July, Elliott's former girlfriend filed a complaint with the Columbus, Ohio City Attorney's Office that alleged Elliott abused her 5 times in 6 days. Elliott maintains his innocence. The Cowboys stand behind him. And in September, prosecutors announced there was insufficient evidence to press criminal charges. But the NFL, which applies a much lower standard of proof than the criminal justice system, confirmed to me last night that its investigation of this matter is ongoing and was never closed. And our Mike Florio reported that Elliott's ex-girlfriend is cooperating with that investigation, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. As we update you on that situation, we have a touchback here. Rookie Elliott, number 4 overall pick in the draft. Number 2 was Wentz. The Cowboys knew they needed a quarterback. I mean, they had to figure out what life without Romo or post-Romo would be like. And Wentz was one of the guys they took a long look at as you look at their comparison here in this Sunday night game. Wentz played his college ball at North Dakota State. Prescott at Mississippi State. Carson, the number 2 overall pick, and Prescott, the 135th. So there's a little disparity right now in their net worth. But that could catch up someday. Wentz in the 25 throws, and that's caught by Ryan Matthews. Hasn't seen much action yet tonight. He's their number 1 running back. Claiborne makes the tackle, 2nd down.
Well, and when you talk to the Philadelphia Eagles coaches about Carson Wentz, you know, they say he's a 10 on all scales. You know, arm strength, big guy, big body, can take a hit, smart, valedictorian of his high school class. He can handle all that. I think there's still a few things he needs to work on with that throwing motion. It can be a little elongated sometimes, and they would love to get to that, but not in the middle of the season. That'll be something they work on in the future.
Going left on the boot, and a nice tackle is made right there. Ertz makes the catch, and Damian Wilson is right there to make sure he goes no further. 3rd down.
You know, Damian Wilson is one of those guys that, I don't know, didn't really think he was going to be much of a factor, but here he is game after game now. He's coming up and making plays like this for this defense. So he was taking over that 3rd linebacker spot along with Anthony Hitchens and Sean Lee.
The Golden Gopher back on the sideline here. It's 3rd down and 9. And here come the Cowboys. They blitz, and the catch is made. And to the 39 for a first down. Dorial Green Beckham tackled there by Claiborne. So in they came, and Wentz is able to get it out of his hands quickly, pick up the first.
Boy, Rod Marinelli matching strokes here. Here we go. They're bringing the blitz right now, leaving one-on-one coverage on the outside. And that's exactly what you have to do. If you're Carson Wentz, you're a young quarterback. The way to get defensive coordinators to stop blitzing is to do that on third down.
Green Beckham, they gave up on him in Tennessee. The Titans did. They got contact up front. That was DeMarcus Lawrence starting to jump.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Make it first down and 5. Rod Marinelli. He was the head coach at Detroit, and it really didn't work out particularly well. Of course, he was there when they, in 2008, had the 0-16 season, but he's had tremendous success as a defensive coordinator through the years. From the 41-yard line, first and 5. Sproles picks up a couple. Tyrone Crawford makes the stop.
Well, we saw Dak Prescott changing plays at the line of scrimmage, and this is something a little bit different this year for Philadelphia. With Chip Kelly, they wanted to go fast, 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 not so many of those kinds of audibles, but the valedictorian saw something he liked and checked to it. This is going to be a developmental process. There's no question. Nobody comes in the National Football League and has all the answers, but you gotta be pretty impressed with what these two young men have done so far.
They stack receivers left and right here on 2nd and 3 and fire it outside, and Josh Huff drops it. It was a forward pass. It's incomplete. Flag down at the 47-yard line. It was a 2nd down and 3. Jerome Boger's crew has thrown a few flags this year. If you watch the Jets-Cardinal game on Monday night a couple of weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about.
Pass interference. Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
So Green Beckham is the guy who gets called for offensive interference. Makes it 2nd down and 13.
Well, you have 1 yard from the line of scrimmage. There is no pass interference. 1 yard beyond the line of scrimmage, all the way back to the end of the end zone. And that was maybe 1.5 yards. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt of that one, but you're allowed to block within that 1 yard or all the way back behind the line of scrimmage anytime you want to.
3 receivers and a bunch to the left. Wentz goes that way, and that's taken at the 35-yard line, but Matthews gets hit right away by Sean Lee. Philadelphia, they've got, the receivers are, you could call them, I guess, pedestrian. The best of the group would be the man you're looking at, Jordan Matthews, number 2 pick out of Vanderbilt in 2014. A lot of rumors were going around that the Eagles were looking for a guy. Might have been Torrey Smith in San Francisco. That was refuted, so Matthews is still the man.
Well, we'll see. Refuted until the trade deadline. I've heard too many of those refuted stories that somehow come through.
Correctamundo. 3rd down and 11. Run a stunt up front, and that takes care of Mr. Wentz. Marinelli loves to run those looping drives and the stunts and all of the rest, and Tyrone Crawford was right there to knock him down.
All right, Sproles here, but they're going to run all kinds of games and bring Orlando Scandrick off the edge. Darren Sproles going to come across and pick him up, but it got Carson Wentz's attention. He pulled the ball down, and then that was that.
And left-footed Jones, deep kick. Whitehead's going to back up and field it at the 4. And a flag. There are flags all over the place, so he may have brought it back to the 20, but you know where it's going.
If there's anything in football I would have zero tolerance for, is a block in the back on special teams inside the 20-yard line. You're going to put your offense in such a hole here.
Well, what about taking a punt back after you're running backwards at your own 4-yard line.
That would be 2 on my list.
All right, thank you.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 45. Half the distance from the spot of the foul. Dallas keeps the ball. First down.
10:21 to the half. Dallas up by a touchdown.
Recently, a 1954 Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix race car made history when it sold for a record price of just under $30 million. And now, another Mercedes-Benz makes history selling at just over $30,000. And to think this one actually has a surround sound stereo. The 2016 CLA. Lease the CLA 250 for $299 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Hey, man, why aren't you streaming my game?
Hey, Bryce. I can't. Yeah, I've got Verizon, and I've already reached my data limit.
You know this is the postseason, right?
Yeah,
you could be missing a classic.
You're killing me, man, but look, more data would cost me a fortune.
What if I just hit a walk-off bomb?
Nah, you didn't. Did you?
Why pay more for data limits? Introducing T-Mobile One. Unlimited data for everyone. Get 4 lines, just $35 a month. Welcome to unlimited baseball.
Me and the guys walk into this place. Now, you would have thought from the name of it, it's going to be packed with sailors. So I immediately picked out the biggest guy in there, and I walked straight up to him. Now, he looks me square in the eye, and I swear he says, "Welcome to Navy Federal Credit Union." Whoa, friendly alert. I got a great auto rate out of that guy. You know, now I have a wonderful hybrid, slate blue, cream interior. He was so nice.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
Tony Romo, his first start out of Eastern Illinois. They'll go right to the air, and so far so good as he goes right to Owens. And this time he goes to Witten for the touchdown.
He had to come in here and have this kind of game, and he's pretty good.
That was 10 years ago yesterday. John Madden and I were doing that game in Charlotte. He took over for Drew Bledsoe. And he's been the #1 guy since as Morris takes the ball up to the 6-yard line. So you knew there would be a quarterback controversy when Romo was back. To me, there's no quarterback controversy if Tony was healthy today. The quarterback controversy would come if Prescott sort of comes back to real life.
Yeah, and there's no decision to be made. That's the most important thing here. You don't make decisions in the NFL until you have to make them. A lot of things change from week to week, and you know that's what Jason Garrett was telling us. He said we always say everybody's day to day. So let's see how Dak Prescott's doing here in a couple of weeks.
And 2nd and 9. The pass is a little low, intended for Terrence Williams, and incomplete. And Jerry Jones, it's funny, we were talking to him the other day, and there are some people now, and a lot of people that he really respects, former coaches and the rest around the league, who said, you know what, you got to play the hot hand. And he's starting to nod in agreement, but you know nothing has to be done yet. Tony's not ready to go yet.
Well, the perfect situation is Dak Prescott continues to play like that, and Tony Romo continues to heal. Who knows what happens at the end of the season or come playoff time? You want both of them at full strength when it matters most.
3rd and 9, and he dump off to Elliott, and Elliott with good yardage after the catch, but not enough for a first down, and we go to Michelle.
I talked to Romo before the game. He told me it felt great to throw at practice this week, but that there's a lot that goes into getting medically cleared. And he said doctors aren't sure yet that he is ready to get hit. But I reminded him it was 10 years ago yesterday that he made his very first NFL start. And he said, wow, time flies. I said, what were you thinking 10 years ago today and yesterday? And he said, I was thinking, we're about to find out how good I can be.
Yep, he'd been on the bench for a while, and then Bill Parcells, remember he was undrafted, Bill gave him the opportunity, and he certainly made the most of it. Fielded at the 46-yard line by Darren Sproles, and he brings the ball back into Cowboy territory at the 45 with 8:46 to go in the first half. 10-3 Dallas.
There's no one road out there. No one surface. No one speed. No one way of driving on each and every road. There is one car that can conquer them all. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class. 5 driving modes let you customize the steering, shift points, and suspension to fit the mood you're in and the road you're on. The 2016 C-Class. Lease the C300 for $369 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
It's back and bigger than ever. Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl starting at $9.99. Endless combinations of your favorite pastas, sauces, and toppings. And for the first time ever, chicken Alfredo. Plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. For a limited time at Olive Garden.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon, America's best network.
And I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint, here to tell you about our new unlimited plan.
You know what? That giant asterisk says otherwise, bro.
Yep, unlimited HD videos and high-quality music streaming.
Keep going.
If you pay a little extra.
And if you do what?
A lot extra.
There you go. I think this went well.
Only Verizon gives you the best value. Get the quality network you want and all the data you need without all the surprise overages and restrictions. Switch now and get 20 gigs and 4 lines for $160. All on America's best network.
I thought Daddy couldn't play the piano.
Daddy cannot.
If you... 1 second.
Tuesday. This Is Us is everything you've ever wanted and more.
Randall is gifted?
Discover an extraordinary hour of television.
Why are you pretending not to know stuff?
I don't want to be different.
You are an exceptional young man, so don't feel afraid to be different, okay?
New This Is Us, Tuesday on NBC, and all episodes are waiting on demand.
Frank Reich, longtime NFL quarterback, is the Eagles' offensive coordinator, but Doug Peterson calls the plays. So you got one QB calling the plays, the head coach. Reich, the offensive coordinator, working very closely, obviously, with Mr. Carson Wentz. Frank, of course, one of the principals in one of the great comebacks in the history of football when Buffalo beat Houston in the playoffs about 2 decades ago. Up through the middle goes Matthews. That's a gain of 7 yards.
Let's take a look at Carson Wentz here in this throwing motion. Obviously a bigger guy than Dak Prescott. Has a little dip underneath before he comes back up, and I think eventually they'll do a little work with that, try and get it out maybe even a little bit quicker. We see some of the really high-end quarterbacks be at .30 or less. Prescott just a little slower, but boy, when you take the entire package of what he brings to the table, they're not looking to trade him back. I guarantee you that.
He's yet to go downfield in this game. Sooner or later, though. 2nd down and 3. Not here. Stumbling is Sproles, and that may have cost him a first as it stopped a little shy. Justin Durant pops him. It'll be 3rd and 1.
You almost feel sorry for guys trying to tackle Sproles sometime. Damian Wilson came up that time and barely even got a finger on him. Watch this move. Damian Wilson going to come off the edge and just thought he had him dead to rights, and he's not the first one that's ever sort of fallen on his face looking to hit that guy.
Halfway mark of the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 1. Inside handoff, and that's a 1st down for Sproles, who gets wrestled to the turf at the 26 by J.J. Wilcox. 1st down, Eagles.
There's been a little noise out there about Jason Peters getting a little older, whatever, but the Philadelphia Eagles love the power that guy has. 345 pounds. You will see sometimes when he comes down on those down blocks, people just go fly across the screen. Powerful, still athletic enough. Very, very solid left tackle.
13th year in the league, came over in 09 from the Bills. Wentz, good clean pocket, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Jordan Matthews. 2nd down.
Now the Eagles receivers have had a couple of chances to make plays. We saw earlier Nelson Aguilar missed one down on the goal line, and this one had a chance for Jordan Matthews. Not an easy catch by any means. Good coverage on the outside. That time by Byron Jones, who's sort of the jack of all trades, and here maybe too many men in the huddle for the Eagles.
They have a flag.
12 in the huddle. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
The extra guy in there.
It's the reason you generally see the quarterback stand well outside the pocket before going in to make the call, because even if something gets messed up, then you don't get the penalty.
That last pass by Wentz is his first mid-range pass of the game. More than 10 yards downfield. He was 10 of 13 for 58. Nice hole on the left side, and exploiting that is Sproles. Man, he's been doing that for a lot of years. Did it in San Diego, did it, of course, with Drew Brees and Sean Payton and the Saints, and does it right here, and that's a gain of 19.
Going to get Brandon Brooks around, then watch the patience, but let that block get set up before you take off to the outside. Nice job by Carson Wentz, also faking that quick screen to hold those backers. Big time play there.
Ryan Matthews, the #1 back, had a couple of fumbles recently, and he's only carried one time in the game. In the game now, they go with 5 receivers on a first down, and Wentz will throw, and that is caught at the 7-yard line. Hold in there, Trey Burton, who would be the #3 tight end. Durant makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Doug Peterson, Frank Reich that time came up with a clever little look. They went into a big formation and then exploded out of it and snapped it quickly. You could see the Cowboys defensively barely got back settled by the time that ball was snapped. But you basically know when they're confused they're going to go to some base defense, which lent itself to that kind of a quick throw.
Now Matthews in the backfield with Wentz. Selleck sets up in the slot. 2nd and 4. Matthews to the outside, and he will get taken out of bounds very close to the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones put the pressure on that time. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, it's tough for Ryan Matthews. You lay a couple balls on the ground, and you've got to earn the trust of the coaching staff back in there once again. But more often than not, anytime you get in this situation, you need a big 3rd down. It's Darren Sproles, because he can do so many things. We've already seen him run it, but one of the best receiving backs out of the backfield that you will see.
Have to get to the 3 for a first down. Ton of time. Great protection. Now he's flushed out. Flag is down. And the pass is caught at the 10-yard line by Aguilar, and he will get the first down. As you can see, there's Laundry down at the 4-yard line.
I think it was Brandon Brooks that had a hold on the play. Now, there may be more than that.
So it was 3rd down and 4. The Eagles, as we say, 2nd in the league in penalty yards and penalties per game. Of course, nobody's going to beat Oakland right now. They just haven't had their bye week.
Not after today.
Set the NFL record, 23 penalties, and won the game in overtime.
How about that one next week?
Yeah, we've got Denver, Oakland on Sunday night. Here's Boger.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass. The receiver stepped out of bounds and did not reestablish prior to touching the ball. Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense, number 31. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, so it turns out to be to Philadelphia's benefit.
There's Byron Jones on the hold of Selleck. That got picked up. Selleck sold it. Aguilar's heel going to hit out of bounds right there. Didn't get back in bounds before the catch was made.
Right. But that's not a penalty there. That's just an incomplete pass. Otherwise, you might be thinking, okay, if that was a penalty, it would be offsetting, but it's not. So now Matthews is in the game, flanking Wentz, lining up almost exclusively in the shotgun tonight. 4.5 to the half. They give it to Matthews, and he will find his way to the 1-yard line, marking him just short of the goal line. 2nd and goal.
You get Brandon Brooks, and you're going to get Selleck pulling around and up in the hole here This is a play that takes a little time. And unfortunately for Ryan Matthews, just got tripped up a bit. That was a big hole.
He goes down. Good call. Makes second down and goal now. Matt Tobin to tackle as an eligible receiver on the left side. And they hand it, and walking into the end zone is Matthews for the touchdown. Brian Matthews, the leading rusher coming into the game. Those Sproles have seen most of the action tonight. And for Matthews, that's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
Talked about Jason Peters being an athletic offensive lineman. You see it there. Come out, block down, and when you get somebody as athletic as Jason Peters on the outside, he's going to be able to make that seal block. Sean Lee tried to jump inside, and there was just nothing left.
All scoring plays reviewed. Waiting for the confirmation. Kelsey now comes into the game as the 11th man. Extra point here for Caleb Sturgis to tie the game, and that's what he does. Eagles go 45 yards, 9 plays to not at 10.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play. A defining moment of your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
This is the 2017 GLA. Its breakthrough design, state-of-the-art cockpit, and stunning interior are everything you've come to expect from Mercedes-Benz. But there's one feature you'd never expect. Starting at $32,850, the GLA. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
What's up, man? How are you? What you got for me? Okay. Good game. Checkmate. Good game, man.
Weekend starts early. Thursday night football. Falcons against the Bucks. That means Matt Ryan of Julio Jones. Atlanta won a big one today over Green Bay. Tampa Bay dropping in overtime to Oakland. Jim Nance and your boy Sims hand us the baton. I want to say hi to Jim sitting there in Pebble Beach watching the game tonight. We'll take it from here.
Hysterically, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's an exciting time for NBC and NBC Sports to do at least half of that package on Thursday Night Football.
Starts in Tampa on Thursdays. The game here tied at 10. And Lucky Whitehead takes a knee in the end zone. 3:41 remaining in the first half on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the pack, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
Wendy's taco salad is back.
Wendy's had a taco salad?
Wendy's had a taco salad. Fresh chopped lettuce and tomatoes, classic chili and tortilla chips. If you remember Wendy's taco salad, you're welcome. If you don't, you will.
Proud of you, son. GE. Manufacturer.
Well, that's why I dug this out for you.
It's your grandpappy's hammer, and he would have wanted you to have it.
It meant a lot to him.
Yes, GE makes powerful machines, but I'll be writing the code that will allow those machines to share information with each other. I'll be changing the way the world...
You can't pick it up, can you? Go ahead. He can't lift the hammer.
It's okay, though. You're going to change the world.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, watch all your live channels on your devices data-free. Switch to DirecTV and lock in your price for 2 years. Offers starting at $50 a month.
This December,
Hairspray Live. Live.
The biggest stars come together for the musical event of the season. Hairspray Live. This December on NBC.
Chase on NBC. Go big or go home for NASCAR drivers as they keep chasing in Texas. That's next Sunday. Round of 8. Earlier today, Jimmy Johnson clinched a spot in the championship fours. That aerial shot was at Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth. Action coming up next weekend. Lucky Whitehead takes it, and Lucky Whitehead dances down the sideline and picks up a first down on his first carry of the night.
All right, get a little Globetrotters going here. Going to go the hard play action fake and then just sort of flip it behind him here. All right. There is an element of fun to this offense right now, isn't there? I mean, you talk to these guys about the locker room. They're always competing against each other. They've got baskets set up, trash cans. They're shooting hoops. They're doing. It's just a fun environment for the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Doing that spectacular facility in Frisco. Through the middle, running hard as he always does, is Ezekiel Elliott for a 12-yard gain and into Philadelphia territory for a Dallas first down.
Talked about an athletic tackle on the other side. Watch Tyron Smith. How hard is that block right there to get in front of a defensive tackle? He does it, and then Ezekiel Elliott with a great cutback move. You know, some people have said here that, you know, okay, Ezekiel Elliott, big deal. He's running behind the best offensive line in football. Believe me, they're great, but he's holding his own in there as well.
Potent combination. Play action. Prescott surveys, throws wide open. Bryant makes the catch and thrust out of bounds at the 25. You don't see Des Bryant get that free very often. Gain of 22.
You're talking about protection, and anytime a quarterback, any quarterback, has a time to stand back there like that, it allows those receivers to work down the field. And when you're playing against zone defenses, they get stretched. They're built for about 3 seconds of coverage, and when you can hold the ball longer than that, there's almost no way that zone holds up.
Second catch for Bryant, coming back after missing the last 3 with a knee injury. Elliott gets a yard or so, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Cowboys on the move. 10-10 in Arlington.
Introducing the new turbocharged Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
USAA presents this salute to service moment. Each year, more than 150,000 Americans take the oath of enlistment, a promise to honor and defend our nation. Throughout the NFL season, this oath is carried out on the field, where fans can witness this commitment to selfless service. To all those who dared to take this oath, thank you. See how USAA honors and protects our nation's military at salutetoservice.com.
This Thursday, November 3rd, celebrate National Sandwich Day with a free sub at Subway. Buy any sub and drink, and we'll give you a second sub completely free, as in zero extra money free. Because at Subway, we're all about making things better. And National Sandwich Day is no exception. So not only will you get a free sub, we'll donate a meal to Feeding America for each sub purchased, which means you'll feel better, and entire communities around you will eat better. So this Thursday, November 3rd, stop in, buy one, get one free, and help feed America. Only at Subway.
12 unidentified objects have landed around the world.
Colonel? You're at the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations.
Priority 1. What do they want? Where are they from?
Dr. Banks? That's a proper introduction.
Critics everywhere are praising Arrival. Time magazine raves it's big, grand, and wondrous.
They're not our enemy.
It's a masterpiece you won't stop talking about. And now it's 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
I need to go back in.
What is she doing?
Do trust me.
Arrival, rated PG-13.
Ripped from the headlines.
This is a hate crime. It's 2016, for God's sakes.
A special episode of SVU about one of the most sensitive issues of our time. It will have you guessing until the very end. New SVU, Wednesday on NBC.
Coming up to at halftime, Gronkowski and company. He sets a franchise record, and they win against Buffalo. Saints beat the Seahawks in a wild one. Mike Tirico. Preview look at the Falcons-Bucks on Thursday night. 2nd down and 9 now. Escaping Prescott. He's already run for 1 touchdown, and he slides to a halt here at the 5. First down.
Anytime you rush 4, there's going to be a gap in here somewhere. Just do the math. There has to be. And Tyron Smith on the other side is going to hold up beautifully that time against Marcus Smith. But the great equalizer with mobile quarterbacks, I think, is in the red zone. When you drop back and you want to play coverage and you want to just rush 4, there is some gap that will open. 1,000% of the time it has to be. And people like Dak Prescott take advantage.
Philadelphia took a timeout, trying to save some time on the other side. If Dallas scores, of course, they'd like to limit them to a field goal attempt. Interesting, one of the highest paid guys in the league is one Fletcher Cox, but haven't called his name yet tonight.
Well, he's going against the Pro Bowler himself and Zach Martin on the other side. We'll say, though, that Benny Logan, one of the best run defenders that the Philadelphia Eagles have, is not in this game with a groin injury for the 2nd straight week. Bo Allen in there to take his place, but right now Destiny Bayo.
From the 7, fake to Elliott, and then intended for Bryant, and that is swatted away. Leotis McKelvin came over from Buffalo. They got McKelvin from Buffalo, and they picked up another defensive back, Rodney McLeod, from the Rams in free agency.
McKelvin here really jumped that route even before Dez went to the outside. He had that outside technique. He's had some issues with his hamstrings as well, been in and out of the lineup, but big asset so far here.
2nd and goal. Prescott in the pocket, fires over the middle, intercepted at the goal line. And Hicks thought about running it out. He'll just take a knee there and bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. So right over the middle and picked off at the goal line.
Jordan Hicks right here is going to read this one all the way. He's going to go to the inside receiver first, but in a zone defense has the ability to react back off of that. And for Dak Prescott, there are just lessons that have to be learned the hard way. That was not a difficult read. And he just never, ever saw Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks had a pick 6 last time these two teams played, right?
Right, in this building, Hicks was the guy. Boy, he was all over the place. He was the guy who wound up on top of Tony Romo to break his collarbone last year. Had a big night here. And then Hicks, in turn, as you look at Romo on the sideline, Hicks, in turn, got hurt that night, and that ended his season. 1.5 to go. Philadelphia at the 20-yard line, and the Eagles have 1 timeout. Wentz over the middle. Matthews, he gets stood up at the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 1 for Matthews tonight. That's 4 catches. You've had 8 different Eagles have caught passes tonight. Only 2 Cowboys have caught passes, Bryant and Elliott. 2nd and 1. Play in the half, and that'll be a first down. So Sproles is able to get out of bounds, stopping the clock with 58 ticks.
You know what's been interesting is that Zach Ertz has really not been much of a factor lately for this Philadelphia Eagles offense. He had the rib injury and came back, but you just get the feeling that Doug Peterson would love to see a young quarterback take advantage of those easy throws to tight end. It just hasn't been built into his DNA yet.
Wentz, a little short pass. Gain of about 5, and there is the just mentioned Zach Ertz, 4th year out of Stanford. Conserving that timeout, but the clock down to 43, 42 and running on a 2nd down and 6. And Wentz throws and having to come back and make the catch is Aguilar. That will move the sticks, but he stays in bounds. And up they come, and Wentz looks like he wants to get them lined up, conserve the timeout, but it's taken a ton of time off the clock. And now he goes to the outside, and that will be caught. And staying in bounds, though, is Dorial Green-Beckham, and now they have to take their timeout with 10 seconds. Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing by Navy Federal Credit Union. Proudly serving the armed forces and their families. By Subway, try the new thick cut autumn carved turkey sandwich today. And by Budweiser, this Bud's for you. World-class collection of art personally selected by the Jones family. Part of the many treats that you'll find at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
And the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones treating some Arkansas police officers to a great weekend down here, and bought their hotels and tickets, and he is very proud of all the men in blue out there, and he wants everybody to fully understand that.
Jerry, who's on the team since 1989, watching his club with 10 seconds try to hold Wentz out of field goal position, and that is incomplete. Dorial Green-Beckham, the intended receiver. Carr covering on the play, and now you're down to 5 seconds.
And we're going to find out just how strong this arm is here. And there is a guy, the one you just mentioned, Dorial Green-Beckham. Here's a guy 6'5", weighs 235 pounds. You're hoping that Carson Wentz, with all that athleticism here, looks like just a 3-man rush, can hold the ball, move around, and then launch one up and see if he can hit the scoreboard up there. Get it as high as you can and give those big guys a chance.
Barring a defensive foul, this will do it for the half. And Wentz throws to the sideline, and Green-Beckham makes the catch. But that will take all 5 seconds off the clock, unless one of the officials coming in saying there should be 1 second left on the clock. So the line of scrimmage would be the 37. That would mean you'd be looking at about a 55-yard.
There was 1 second on the clock.
At a 55-yard field goal. Crowd doesn't like the call at all because the clock in the stadium ran down to 3 zeros. So now you got Sturgis, but you'd be looking at about a 56-yarder.
Take a look and see if this is a catch or not. Ball moving a little bit. Was that control in 2 feet?
Well, no challenges within 2 minutes, so it's being looked at. And it's confirmed. So now a 55-yard field goal attempt,
which would be his career long,
for Caleb Sturgis coming here. And Dallas had called a timeout. So Dallas, the kick would have been good.
First charge timeout, Dallas.
How often do you see that these days? Where did we see it today? We saw it, I think, in London. Washington had a chance to win in overtime.
There's Jason Garrett right before the snap. Give me my timeout. Thank you very much. We saw some kickers today. We had ice the kicker timeouts called beforehand that got iced. And it did not work out, so we'll see how Caleb Sturgis does.
All kinds of ghosts and goblins with kickers today, this Halloween Eve. So once more, his first effort was good. And his second effort looks pretty good, too. And it is good.
Impressive.
Very. So they put that 1 second back on the clock, and Philadelphia takes advantage. 13-10, our halftime score. Coming up next, turn to halftime after these messages from your NBC station.
Superstore and The Good Place make this Thursday super good. First, it's the election edition of Superstore. What did you do? Where every ballot will be carefully processed.
We need to speed this up.
Because every vote counts. Woo! Then, The Good Place gets a visit from The Bad Place.
They're all terrible bullies.
And they've come to fork things up.
What about totally trashing this place?
Sometimes it feels so nice. I want to try Thursdays, too.
Super Good Thursday, starting at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
It's super good.
Wednesday on Blind Spot, Agent Weller goes missing.
Life's over.
You're gonna need some serious backup.
Then,
This is a hate crime.
a special SVU about one of the most sensitive issues of our time will have you guessing until the very end. And on Chicago PD, a detective's friend accused of murder.
So conflict for you?
Will he risk his badge to save him?
Remember how I made that DUI go away? I can help you with this, too.
It's an all-new Wednesday on NBC.
This is the last place you'd expect us to talk about Napa leather, luxury appointments, or restaurant review apps. Then again, you probably didn't think you'd need your survival skills back on the road either. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Conquer all the world's most challenging places with the most awarded SUV ever. Or get a low-mileage lease on the 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4x4 for $288 a month.
Since the beginning, there's been one pioneering light, illuminating the path for others to follow. The distinctive Audi LED technology, designed to see and be seen. This is how an Audi earns its rings. LED technology, found in the Audi Q5. Get an exceptional offer at your local Audi dealer.
I fought for my country in Kosovo and Iraq, and I've been a Republican all my life. But I'm the father of 3 girls. I can't stand hearing Donald Trump call women pigs, dogs, and bimbos, and I sure don't want my daughters hearing it. I want my girls to grow up proud and strong, in a nation where they're valued and respected. Donald Trump's America is not the country I fought for, so I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Hey, honey. You remember to lock the Buick, right?
Of course I do. I'll never forget that.
The My Buick app, now available in every Buick.
You closed all the apartment windows, too.
Come on. Really?
You're the best.
Get $5,000 below MSRP on select 2016 Buick Encore vehicles in stock. See your Tri-State Buick dealer.
The new local tactics to prevent school shootings. Tuesday.
118 yards, but that one interception. What'd you see on that play?
Well, it was definitely a bad decision by Prescott, but I'm screaming at Rodney, why are they in the shotgun throwing balls in the end zone? 1:40, all your timeouts left. Get under center and run Ezekiel Elliott.
Coach, I said in the pregame show, don't force the ball to Dez Bryant and feed Cole Beasley. That's what I believe should happen.
And we thought Cole Beasley probably was the place to go on that interception. All right, time now for the pick six. 6 plays we think you'll be talking about tomorrow. Get to know the name Tyreek Hill. He's the rookie out of West Alabama. He had his 4th touchdown catch of the year.
And it doesn't matter if it's Alex Smith or Nick Foles, the quarterback, throw the ball deep to him.
Kansas City. A winner proved to 5-2. What's a pick six without pick six?
And this is their winning formula. Creating turnovers, scoring on defense. They don't need a great offense, just efficient.
Bradley Roby beats the Chargers. Day to remember for Gronk, franchise record 69th career touchdown.
And Tom Brady makes it look so easy. He just reads the defenses, picks out the open guy. He's been fantastic since he got back from suspension.
Take a bow. 7-1, they move into a bye week. A.J. Green against Josh Norman in London in the morning.
Well, it doesn't matter if he's in London, he's in Washington, Cincinnati. No one can defend A.J. Green one-on-one.
Norman flagged 5 times. The game ended in a tie. Drew Brees to Brandon Cooks, the Saints' first lead of the game.
Yeah, and they get away with a little offensive pass interference here to take the lead to Cooks.
I like how you say it's a little
pass interference.
And then last chance, Russell Wilson and Jermaine Kearse.
Got to keep this in bounds, Russell.
Panthers are back, at least the defense. Thomas Davis opened the scoring on the first drive with a scoop and score.
Yeah, the defense was tremendous today. The front four getting after Carson Palmer, but also Thomas Davis scoring on the defense.
And Cam Newton not pleased. Another low hit, and it was not flagged. Here's what Cam had to say after the win against the Cardinals.
At times, I don't even feel safe. Right, and enough is enough. You know, I plan on talking to Commissioner Goodell about this. The story of my life ever since I came in is just, well, we missed that one. I'm sorry. I try to get it. That's bullcrap. That's bullcrap.
Does he have a point?
He has a legitimate point, and everything the league has preached and changed the rules is about protecting the players and making sure that they're safe. And he's a running quarterback. He never gets the benefit of doubt. And when you look at his size, coach, and you look how big he is, it's like they treat him like he's Shaq. You know, he doesn't get any calls.
Yeah, and this was not where he was running. He's in the pocket. He's hit low. This should be called 100 times out of 100. But if it were me, I would have told him, don't say anything at your press conference. I'm going to address it as a head coach. I'll get the fine. Our owner is going to call the commissioner. You stay out of this, Cam.
Yeah, I thought that was the interesting part. Cam said, I'm going to talk to the commissioner.
He shouldn't have to.
Yes, you're right. It's in its toughest moments, football contests the character of a player, or in this case, even the character of the parents.
Last chance for South. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, out of bounds. What a tough way to lose a playoff.
We need a lift?
Yeah.
Guys, make some room.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Back at halftime here in Arlington, the Eagles leading the Cowboys 13-10. And next Sunday night, we'll be in Oakland to see the current NFL Kings of the Road, the Raiders, who are 5-0 away from home at the halfway point of the season. Today in Tampa, Derek Carr threw for a franchise record 513 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Raiders overcame an NFL record 23 penalties. They beat the Bucs in the final 2 minutes of overtime to improve to 6-2, tied for first in the division with Denver. And Tampa, meanwhile, has yet to win at home this season. And on Thursday, Jameis Winston and company will host Atlanta, who they beat in Week 1. The Bucs, after losing to one hot quarterback today, go up against another one in Matt Ryan. Ryan threw for 3 touchdowns in that wild win over Green Bay. It included the game winner to Mohamed Sanu with 31 seconds left. And the Falcons now lead the NFC South with a record of 5-3. So it's the Falcons and the Bucs key division game on Thursday night, and our coverage will begin 6 Eastern on NFL Network. One of the best Today shows of the year comes tomorrow. It's the best Halloween surprise ever. Join Matt Savannah and the rest of the gang for their epic costume reveal. It's their biggest show of the year. Come celebrate tomorrow on Today. If Mr. Roker forgets his costume, he'll just dress as me. Back with the second half in a moment. Eagles have the lead. They get the ball. He'll get Al, Chris, and Michelle after this.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
One day he's saying goodbye to me, and the next he's showing up here on a gurney. I'm
sorry, but most patients don't survive this.
Most. I don't want your opinion. I want you to keep them alive.
It's urgent and necessary.
Without consent is by law assault.
I need some help in here.
I'm sorry.
Chicago Med. New Thursday at 9/8 Central on NBC. And catch up on demand.
From fistfights on the playground to the unthinkable.
A 14-year-old gunman opened fire in Butler County.
School violence is on the rise. Each year, more than 90,000 children suffer injuries.
These kids are troubled. There's something else going on.
WLWT News 5 investigates the new local tactics to prevent school shootings.
It's something that we really need.
And the new technology that could prevent violent behavior before it happens. Tuesday on WLWT News 5 at 6.
The Honda Take Home a CRV sales event is here with incredible deals. Loaded with standard features like Pandora compatibility, a multi-angle rear view camera, and plenty of cargo space. It's no wonder the CRV was named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Honda Take Home a CRV sales event and get a great deal today.
Far too many families today don't earn what they need and don't have the opportunities they deserve. I believe families deserve quality education for their kids, childcare they can trust and afford, equal pay for women, and jobs they can really live on. People ask me, what'll be different if I'm president? Well, kids and families have been the passion of my life, and they will be the heart of my presidency. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
WLWT Weather, Cincinnati's certified most accurate.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, man? How are you? What you got for me? Okay. Is my move?
Yeah,
good game. Well done. And checkmate. Good game. That's a good move. Checkmate. Good game, man.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
This week, Fallon's new with Jay Leno, Vince Vaughn, and the voices of Alicia Keys. Plus Whoopi Goldberg, Benedict Cumberbatch, Dana Carvey, and Big Sean. New Tonight Show this week on NBC.
There's a moment in every game that changes everything.
Seahawks have found a way to win.
NFL Turning Point, presented by Bose, Wednesdays on NBCSN. Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by Chevrolet.
Prescott keeps it. Wide open touchdown. Beautifully designed play. And they hand it, and walking into the end zone is Matthews for the touchdown. Prescott in the pocket, fires over the middle, intercepted at the goal line.
Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 2 years in a row.
And a 55-yard field goal is the difference in this one, 13-10, as we go to the third quarter. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, the Shelter for you on Sunday night. Wentz 17 of 21, but everything has been short. 107 total yards. He's hit 9 different receivers. Prescott 5 of 13, and that interception was only his second of the season. Elliott, meanwhile, on pace for a 100-yard rushing night. He's also received for 42, and Des Bryant back after missing 3 weeks. 2 catches, 76 yards. The Cowboys, only 2 Cowboys have caught passes tonight. That man, Elliott, has caught 3, and Bryant has caught 2.
Yeah, that was one of the things about Ezekiel Elliott coming out that impressed me so much, is he was really, they call him in baseball, a 3-tool, 5-tool. He was a 3-tool guy. He could run it, he could catch it, and he could certainly block. There aren't many of those running backs coming out of college anymore.
Philadelphia gets the ball to start the third quarter. And then from just inside the end zone, Huff, who ran one all the way back for a touchdown,
last week against Minnesota is stopped inside the 10 by Byron Jones. And we go to Michelle.
Well, Doug Peterson told me at halftime he is pleased with the way his defense is getting to Dak Prescott. He said when we pressured Prescott, that's when we saw his errant throws, including the interception just before halftime. But he said priority number one remains stopping the Dallas run. Also, an injury update for Philadelphia. That starting left guard Alan Barber has been downgraded to out with a hamstring injury. As for Jason Garrett, he wants to see his offense run the ball more. They were spelling Zeke occasionally in that first half, but he said that's who we are. We run the ball and then we'll mix in the pass. Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. So Elliott has carried 8 times for 52. Prescott 5 of 13. But right now the defense goes to work. They've backed Philadelphia up to the 8-yard line. And a toss to Sproles, who has seen most of the action tonight. We haven't seen Ryan Matthews that much, even though he did have the touchdown. Lee makes the tackle, and that's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
All right. Jason Kelce limped off the field at the end of the half. He's going to try and suck it up here, apparently, but this didn't look so good. We will keep an eye on him as we go along here. He is the signal caller in this system. It is the center. Here he comes at the end of the half to give you some idea. The center in this system is the guy that makes the calls, and the quarterback, Carson Wentz, confirms those calls.
As Michelle pointed out, Barber is out for the game. Again, only one backup lineman. And the handoff here to Sproles, who has carried now 9 times for 52 yards. So he has equaled Elliott's total on the other side. And it's 3rd and 2.
Does it feel, Al, like this is shifting a little bit to be Darren Sproles as the starter and Ryan Matthews as the changeup?
And it's odd, too, because you got a guy in his 12th year in the league. Matthews in his 7th. But, you know, Matthews, those fumbles, especially the one against Detroit, it's the worst thing in the world for a head coach, as you know. 3rd and 2. And an inside handoff this time, and that is Sproles. So they feed Sproles on that first series, and Dallas is going to get the ball in what should be decent field position. Sean Lee again on the stop.
Just a great play by Sean Lee here, shooting this gap. Little delay blitz. Coming right here and made the play. Those are the plays that you have to have. That's the reason he went to the Pro Bowl. The only guy on the defense that's gone to the Pro Bowl here lately. Big play.
Donnie Jones to punt. Lucky Whitehead back to receive. Booming kick. About 60 yards, and Whitehead with a flag down, so what was a decent run back will probably be wiped out. 61-yard boot.
You know, those guys, they want to do great. They're borderline making the team. They got to play special teams.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 30. 10-yard penalty. Dallas keeps the ball. 1st down.
Sure was Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys have the ball.
So can I redeem my Rapid Rewards points at any time?
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Thanksgiving. 4th of July?
Yes to any seat, any day, anytime. Just the way you want it. That's transparency.
The new Pixel, phone by Google, only on Verizon.
Okay, Google, show me Korean restaurants in Boulder.
I found a few places. The only network that can power the first phone with the new Google Assistant, unlimited photo storage, and a stunning VR experience.
How is this possible?
So buy a Pixel only on Verizon and get up to $300 back. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for just $160 with no surprise overages. All on America's best network.
You don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. Don't tell me what to do. Just let me be myself. That's all I ask.
The new 2017 Corolla with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Toyota, let's go places.
Week 8 concludes with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then, Week 9 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on NFL Network.
Well, the officials conferred, and they decided to pick up the flag, take away the block in the back, which would have pinned Dallas inside its own 20. Instead, here's the flag they picked up. We showed you this. Block in the back.
I don't know why you picked that one up.
I don't understand either, unless the play was past him at that point. But they pick it up. They explain it to both coaches. And so Dallas gets a break because they have the ball now at the 37 instead of inside the 20.
That is a huge difference. That was the net effect of that punt with that penalty was a 70-yard change of field position. But this changes it up completely. Of course, the Cowboys had that one penalty on the other one that shut up the short field for the Philadelphia Eagles touchdown drive in the first half. So big call there. Or no call.
Jason Garrett and Doug Peterson, who one more look at the block. One official
right at the point of attack. There's
one official thought he had a better view of it, clearly overruled the other while we were in commercial. So to the 37-yard line we go for the first down play, and a draw to Elliott that doesn't fool anybody. Tyron Smith, the left tackle, first half, Chris.
Tyron Smith, you know him well. This is one of the best players in all the National Football League at any position. And he's going up against Brandon Graham, Connor Barwin, all good pass rushers. But he is like a guy with vice grips. You know those vice grip tools, Al? I know you work around the house all the time and do all kinds of handiwork. But when he gets his hands on somebody, they do not get off.
That might fill up the screwdriver, got everything going. Second and 11, and losing the ball and falling on top of it is Prescott, so that'll make it third down and long.
Well, this mesh point is a very difficult thing to do. It looks easy, but the running back does not know whether or not he's getting the ball or not. So this is just a feel thing, and Prescott clearly wanted to pull it out, but you could see Ezekiel Elliott clamp down on it, thinking it had been in there long enough, and that's how you get those fumbles. That's the reason it just takes so long and so much work. It looks easy, but it's really easy to mess up.
Third down, 13. Four-man rush in the pocket, fires, and that's the first catch of the night for Jason Witten, but well short of the first down. The longtime Cowboy, heart and soul of this team, 14th year from Tennessee, setting just about every Cowboy longevity record, but no good for a first down.
Tyron Smith one more time. Watch this. Just sort of like a wrestling move or something. Just throw him down.
On a bar when he was working on. Now you've got Chris Jones into punt. Third kick for him, and Darren Sproles stands back at the Philly 10. Flag down. What else is new? Fair catch made at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, the Cowboys cut a guy coming in and can't do that one. It's going to be a chop block.
Can be assessed at the end of the run back.
I thought it was Rod Smith. Right? Is it that one there? Going to back up, and then you got one guy engaged and a chop block on top of it. But even with that, you don't think you're allowed to cut on special teams.
Personal foul, chop block, kicking team, number 52 and 45. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the dead ball spot. Philadelphia keeps the ball. First down.
That's Andrew Gatchkar along with Smith. So the Eagles have the ball when we come back to Arlington.
I don't dream, I do. I don't wait, I do. I don't hope, I do. I don't wish, I do. I don't pause, I do. I don't watch, I do. I don't talk, I do. I don't think, I do. I don't think, I do. I don't sleep, I do. I don't lag, I do. I don't rest, I do. I got the wheel. I do how I want. When I want. What I want.
The new
2017 Toyota Corolla with Toyota Safety Sense. Standard. Toyota. Let's go places.
Best part of the turkey is the giblets.
Cook the turkey upside down and it will baste itself.
I like my turkey carved thick.
Everyone's got an opinion when it comes to turkey, even Subway. Our new thick-cut autumn carved turkey sandwich has all white meat with no artificial preservatives or flavors, and is topped with sliced cheddar and sweet cranberry mustard sauce on freshly baked wheat bread. Only at Subway.
Now this is how turkey should taste. Right, Bethany?
Last week before The Voice goes live.
I'm waiting for something fiery.
Who will move on?
Blew my mind.
Is my hairpiece still on? And who will get the final steal? Yeah! The Voice, all new tomorrow and Tuesday on NBC.
Interesting parallel with the two head coaches. They both played the same 12 seasons in the NFL from 93 to 04. There was Garrett with the Giants. Of course, he played here before that. Peterson, who played in Philadelphia, was then the backup to Favre. Remember that play? Michael Strahan sacks Brett Favre. He sets the record. And Garrett and Peterson, in the 12 years they paralleled each other, that's the only time they played in the same game. And what did they do? They held for kicks. Neither played quarterback.
Like you say, Peterson held a little better.
Probably, yeah. Green Bay won the game. Sproles takes the ball out to the 33-yard line.
Well, that Darren Sproles is something, isn't he? I love watching him play. I just have so much respect for him. He's a small guy. He blocks. He stands in there against monsters that are blitzing in there at him. Lightning quick with some of his cuts.
Philly going a little quickly paced now. Catch is made up at the 37 by Ertz. Of course, when you talk about pace, last year with Chip Kelly, this team ran a play every 23 seconds, fastest in the league. This year, every 32 seconds, slowest pace in the league. 3rd and 4. Quickly paced here, though, and the catch at the 45-yard line. Matthews reached down and grabs it to move the chains. Skandrick makes the tackle, first down.
No question, the best receiver on this team right now, Jordan Matthews, working against Skandrick. Watch his catch. That is tough right there. He had to get those hands underneath that big first down.
First time tonight they've gone no huddle on a drive. And Matthews tries to break away and cannot. Jones makes the tackle.
I'm a big fan of Byron Jones. I really am. Here's a guy that can play slot cornerback. He's playing full-time free safety. He's tall, long. He can match up on tight ends. He's just a great tool to have in the secondary.
#1 pick out of Connecticut last year. Good protection. Wentz throws, and that'll be a first down in Dallas territory as Green Beckham makes the grab. So Philadelphia picking up the pace, going no huddle, and so far so good on this drive.
Yeah, and one of the issues that the Dallas Cowboys have is that they are used to substituting, and they get caught on the field in a no-huddle situation, and it gets going. These guys get tired fast.
And then it's dropped on the outside.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Anthony Hitchens.
And so there goes your 2nd and 10 to a first down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 59. 15-yard penalty, automatic.
Oh,
first
my
down.
gosh. Not only was that a penalty, he's liable to get a nice little envelope in the mail. Nope, just below the head. I take that back. That ball was dropped 2 or 3 seconds before that one.
So instead of at the 37 and 2nd down and 10, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 8.5 to go. 3rd quarter. Philly win and they're tied for first. Dallas wins. They're 2 games up in the NFC East. Wentz and another drop. Green Beckham. 2nd down and 10.
Boy, it's just the way it's supposed to work, too. He comes back. I don't even think he had his hands on the laces there. Just sort of caught that thing and threw it. And this Dorial Green Beckham, he is a specimen now. He's 6'5" and 235, and he was the #1 prospect coming out of high school based on Rivals and their projections. 2nd-round pick, but just has never really lived up to it yet.
Well, the Eagles have been the masters of the 3rd quarter this season, outscoring the opponent 60-6, and a nice drive here, and then it's caught by Sproles, and he gets taken out of bounds at the 18-yard line, and it will bring up a big 3rd down here. 3rd down, and let's call it 6.
Almost no pressure whatsoever out of this Dallas Cowboys line. Here's Jason Peters again, but I have to give a little tip of the cap to Halapavati Vaitai on the other side. I tried. Number 72. He came in and filled in for Lane Johnson, and we haven't heard any noise on that side either in pass rush tonight.
I'll give you a C+.
That was awful. I practiced all week, too.
C+. C. 3rd down and 6.
D-.
And the pass is taken, and for a 1st down by Aguilar. So he makes the catch. Brandon Carr makes the tackle, and it's a 1st down at the 11-yard line.
And this is a tough catch because Sean Lee's going to come over and give him a big pop right at the tail end of it. I really thought coming out of college that Nelson Aguilar was going to be just an outstanding player. He made catches like that all the time.
In the middle, Sproles bounces his way down to the 7. So the Eagles, who have been slow-paced, and we mentioned running a play every 32 seconds was the slowest pace in the league. This is the one time they come out here on this drive and say, let's go, no huddle. And now you've got an injured Cowboy. That's Jack Crawford. And that will stop the clock with 7:11 left in the 3rd.
How can I help?
I go work in the morning, don't get off in the night.
Whether you're wearing layers, beads, stripes, or cheese. If you bleed blue, black and yellow, purple, or various shades of red, this is your beer.
Try to change me in any way. Don't tell me what to do. Just let me be myself. That's all I ask.
The new 2017 Corolla with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Toyota, let's go places.
From Academy Award-winning director Mel Gibson.
That's our objective. Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge is a powerful true story of heroism. It's the best war film since Saving Private Ryan. Hacksaw Ridge, rated R, starts Friday.
Tuesday, This Is Us is everything you've ever wanted and more.
Randall is gifted.
Discover an extraordinary hour of television.
Why are you pretending not to know stuff?
I don't want to be different.
New This Is Us, Tuesday on NBC.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, the last week before the goes live. Who gets the final steal? The Voice. Tomorrow and Tuesday, 8 Eastern Pacific, 7 Central and Mountain, right here on NBC. So Jack Crawford goes off the field. That stopped the clock. Slows down the drive. It's 2nd down and 6 now at the 7-yard line. This is the 11th play of the drive. And Wentz throws, and that's caught. 5-yard line by Aguilar. Flag is down. And Boga ready to make the call. We think, we hope.
Pass interference. Offense, number 86. Blocking downfield prior to the pass. 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
Penalties on the tight end, Zach Ertz.
And what they're saying is that Ertz is basically blocking Byron Jones here and driving him down the field. See if he's really turning around and looking for the route or not. In the eyes of the official, they thought that was a pick and called it as such.
Back to the 17. Can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Have to get to the 1. Second and 16, and Ertz will throw it low. But there is Sproles, and Darren Sproles takes it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man alive, we've been watching him do this for 12 seasons. Looks like he's stopped 10 yards before he winds up at the 5.
I mean, Barry Church had him dead to rights here. Just an easy tackle, and they just can't get him on the ground.
But quickly on 3rd and 4, and that's caught. Touchdown, Jordan Matthews.
Did Chip Kelly come back in the building? What happened here?
At least for one drive.
Man, they just flew down the field, and you could see that Byron Jones really had no idea what was going on. He was jumping around before the snap was even taken. They're all sort of just out of sorts. And you saw Byron Jones flying out of there in what he thought was man coverage. Who knows? Look at them all. They're all trying to figure it out what the coverage is going to be, and Matthews left wide open.
A 4-minute, 12-second drive. They ran a dozen plays. Sturgis now for the extra point. So, Philadelphia now. 17 unanswered points. They lead 20-10.
What can I get you?
A penguin. It doesn't have to be alive.
I traveled all the way across the country to rob a charity.
Keep it down.
What's it been, 15 years?
Mom.
You still hit like your daddy.
Grandma Willie.
Is this your spawn?
Do I look like I made him?
If this ain't fetal alcohol syndrome, then what is it? Damn!
Bad Santa 2, rated R, Thanksgiving.
We're not hiding.
I am.
Guys, no one's playing as you in Madden on Xbox One. As your agent, I need you to go out there and connect with the Xbox Live community. Get your popularity back up.
Great game, Julia.
I win!
Oh, yeah.
Go. Come on, get there. Yes, touchdown.
Snaps the ball. Drops back.
Strip sack Miller.
Guys, it's so easy to connect on Xbox Live. What's the issue?
Y'all need to work on y'all people skills.
Play together on the fastest gaming network. Get the new Xbox One S.
Tuesday, a toxic explosion.
You gotta get away from these dudes!
And they're stuck
Nobody's coming.
where no one can find them.
Oh, God.
You gotta get out of here. We're dead.
New Chicago Fire, Tuesday on NBC.
Well, the Breeders' Cup is going to come your way. NBCSN coverage begins Friday at 5 Eastern, leading up to the Classic. You'll see that in prime time, 8 Eastern time on NBC. California Chrome back at Santa Anita. Always a spectacular venue for the Breeders' Cup this weekend on NBCSN and NBC. Let me tell you about the time I hit 133 to, never mind, 133 to one shot.
You didn't tell me that one.
Archon. Yep, go ahead.
There you go. I'm sure I'll hear about it later. There we go, the touchdown. You want to know what it's like to be a receiver and see Carson Wentz load up on a fastball? Here it comes sizzling at you right there, but it's not the first time they've gone to a hurry-up pace, and basically the Cowboys checked to that zone sort of looking defense, and they were able to fit in one of those quick throws.
So the Cowboys have gone from leading 10-3 to trailing 20-10. 6:20 to go in the quarter. And Prescott. Secondary does its work, throws underneath, winds up going to the number 3 tight end, that's Jeff Swain. He gains 8. Bradham makes the tackle. 2nd down and 2.
Again on the outside. Here's Graham. We talked about how good he is. Maybe a little hands to the face that time by Tyron Smith. But right now, this Philadelphia defense has them right where they want them. They're playing from behind. Jim Schwartz wanted to see what Dak Prescott could do playing from behind. He said it's been too easy, too long for him.
2nd and 2, and this time unable to turn the corner. Rodney McLeod came up from his safety spot to tackle Elliott for a loss of 7 yards. 3rd and 9.
You know, there's one name, and there's Jim Schwartz. There's one name, Rodney McLeod, though, and I agree with you, Al. This guy has just made such a difference. You'll see him fly up across the line of scrimmage and basically go right across the face of Tyron Smith there to make that play. He is an outstanding safety. 3 interceptions, tied for 2nd coming in today in the NFL in that category, but such a hitter and a playmaker in the run game as well.
Last 4 seasons, his first 4 in the league with the Rams. And nobody is home here as Bryant stopped at about the 38. Brandon Graham put the pressure on, and Philadelphia, after that long drive, or at least in terms of yardage, is able to get Dallas on a 3 and out.
Here comes the blitz to this side. Generally, you want to try and throw right out there into that blitz, but it was coming so hard and so fast. He thought Dez was going to go on a go route, had the one-on-one, and they are just confusing young Dak Prescott. First the interception, now the blitz.
Prescott 7 out of 16. So under 50%, 137 yards. And they're going to run a fake here. And he's got a ton of room. Chris Jones takes the ball to the Philadelphia 44-yard line. On a 4th and 8. So they needed something big, and boy, did they get it. And there's the Jones family after a 30-yard scamper.
Just coming right there. It looks like he had plenty of time to get out and contain it. Just never saw it coming. I don't think he ever even remotely thought about the fake happening on that one. Jalen Mills. And boy, did the Cowboys need that. A little credit to Rich Bisaccia.
For Chris Jones, been in the league 5 years. That's the first time he's run on a fake. Now Prescott with new life on this drive. And he will run out of bounds by the Philadelphia bench at the 40-yard line. And the building was brought to life, too. About 90,000 in here tonight.
Cole Beasley yet to get a ball thrown to him, was open right over the middle of the field. This has been his go-to guy this entire season, and I don't know why he's not seeing the football. On 1st down, that is a guy that can do a lot of good things for you on offense.
Yeah, number 1 receiver to this point in the season, had 33 coming in, none tonight. And Elliott gets stuffed after a minimal gain, if any. Scott Linehan, who was the head coach of the Rams a number of years ago, and then when Jim Schwartz, his counterpart tonight, Philadelphia defense, was the head coach in Detroit, Linehan was his offensive coordinator.
They know each other well. They knew that Schwartz was going to try and hit him with some blitz, with some penetration to try and disrupt this running game. And now we come down to a big 3rd down call. We've seen a lot of blitzes. Will we get another?
Dallas 2 of 7 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd and 5. And Prescott's going to throw. Catches man on the run. Terrence Williams to the 24-yard line. Big conversion to the Philadelphia 23.
Give some credit to Ezekiel Elliott. Going to get a delayed blitz, step back, and then blitz. And Elliott, rather than getting out in the route, saw it just long enough to get in front so Travis Frederick could pick it up and get that completion. Nicely done.
And for Williams, who came into the game with 20 catches tonight, that's his first reception. So Prescott starting to spread it around a little bit. Back to the ground they go. Here goes Elliott through the middle. Elliott inside the 10. Drags guys down to the 7. 1st and goal.
This is really what we did not see out of Ezekiel Elliott in the early part of the season. Watch him take his time and then get in behind the block by Jason Witten here on the backside. Take your time. Let that thing set up. And Zach Martin with a great block inside right there against the middle linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
12 carries tonight, 62 yards for Elliott. Give it to him again. Picks up a hard-earned 2 or maybe 3 just inside the 5-yard line. Second down and goal with 1:40 remaining in the third.
You know, rookie quarterbacks, this is the hardest thing to learn. Everybody practices the same thing. There's an offense between the 20-yard line, and then there's an entirely different offense once you get down to the red zone. His ability to make plays with his legs, bootlegs, read options, all those things. Now you go empty, you spread them all out. Going to give him some room to maneuver inside if he chooses to run.
And he throws to the end zone, and it's not caught by Des Bryant. Bryant being covered in the corner there. The pass softly thrown. Make it third down and goal. That was Jalen Mills with the coverage.
Oh, they had it. This is just a terrible pass this time by Dak Prescott. Wide open. He had 2 or 3 steps. I think tried to float it, and it just completely underthrew that ball.
The changeup needed a fastball. Took third down and goal from the 5. Prescott rolling out. Directing traffic, extending, and then throwing, and he's lucky that one wasn't picked, and that's going to be offensive interference on Terrence Williams.
The best offensive interference I've seen all year.
Well, otherwise it would have been another end zone interception.
Boy, that was a bad series by Dak Prescott that time. A fadeaway jumper.
Pass interference, offense, number 83. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Very lucky.
Easy one to call, so they're going to have to settle for a 3-point attempt with 60 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
As it so often is, Al, it's all about the red zone. What do you do when you get down there? Can you convert it into touchdowns? Field goals usually get you beat.
23-yard attempt for Bailey, and he makes it a 1-possession game. Final minute, third quarter. Philadelphia 20 and Dallas 13.
I accept I'm not the deep-sea fisherman I was. I accept I'm not out on the ocean wrestling marlin. I even accept I have a higher risk of stroke due to AFib, a type of irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. But I won't go after anything with less than my best. So if I can go for something better than warfarin, I'll do that too. Eliquis. Eliquis reduced the risk of stroke better than warfarin. Plus, it had significantly less major bleeding than warfarin. Eliquis had both. That's what I wanted to know.
Don't stop taking Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to, as stopping increases your risk of having a stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for any bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
I may not be going for the big one, but I'm still going for my best. And for Eliquis.
Reduced risk of stroke, plus less major bleeding. Ask your doctor if switching to Eliquis is right for you.
This Tuesday,
Warp us out of here. Hold on to something.
go beyond on Blu-ray.
Fire everything we've got.
Star Trek Beyond. Own it on Blu-ray this Tuesday.
With full game replays, you can replay entire games, which gives you more football. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters. By Toyota, let's go places. And by Hacksaw Ridge. From director Mel Gibson in theaters Friday. Friday night, the DeSoto Eagles beat Nimitz High. Eagles rookie Jalen Mills and Super Bowl 50 MVP Von Miller among the DeSoto alumni in the NFL. You like that, Do? What do you think?
Absolutely. Opening up, Al. Considering all things.
All things considered.
Yes, sir.
Here's Josh Huff. Ran one back for a touchdown last week, and he runs this one all the way back before he steps out of bounds near midfield, and they're going to spot it at the Dallas 44-yard line.
Unbelievable what they're doing with these kickoff returns. This is now the third game they almost had a touchdown, return for a touchdown. It was Wendell Smallwood with one, and now Josh Huff with one, and this one almost became his second of the year. Well, he just hurtled right over at the end of that one. Guys are phenomenal. You have to give a lot of credit out there. Dave Phipp and his special teams guys did look like he stepped on that line right there.
Yep, Bailey was there. There's the special teams coach, and he is really a good one. Dave Phipp, he's so good that Jeff Lurie said, hey, we got to keep this guy, even though we changed the head coach. Normally you let the head coach bring in his guys, but Phipp has stayed, and we're proud of his unit tonight and throughout the season. From the 45. Throws, and that is caught. It's going to be a first down as Ertz makes the catch. Tackled there by Byron Jones. And again, they're going to go quick paced.
You know, and sometimes as a young player and somebody as smart as Carson Wentz is, you can get in a flow a little bit. You quit thinking so much, and you're going out there and you're just playing football.
He's been accurate tonight. Only 6 incomplete passes. And I think I remember like 3 drops, maybe a 4th. Sproles picks up one, flag down.
Offside. Defense, number 32. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Instead of second down and long, it's first down as they move the ball to the 30-yard line. First down and 5.
Skander trying to sneak up to get into that blitz position and just lost track of where he was.
Clock rolls. That's going to take us to the final quarter. We've played 3 in Arlington. Philly leading by 7 over the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Back after this.
Superstar California Chrome looks to cap off his undefeated season at the Breeders' Cup. This weekend on NBC and NBCSN.
There are certain kinds of roads built for certain kinds of cars, sweeping you up in a moment of pure driving enjoyment. Just don't get too carried away. The Mazda 3.
Our children, they look up to us, what we value, how we treat others. And now they're looking to see what kind of leaders we choose, who will entrust our country and their future to. Will it be the one respected around the world, or the one who frightens our allies and emboldens our enemies? The one with a deep understanding of the challenges we face, or the one who is unprepared for them? A steady hand or a loose cannon? Common sense and unity, or drama and division? A woman who spent her life helping children and families, or a man who spent his life helping himself? Our children are looking to us. What example will we set? What kind of country will we be? Hillary Clinton, because we're stronger together.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
The new local tactics to prevent school shootings. Tuesday.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. High above downtown Dallas, Texas on this Sunday night. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. One possession game, 20-13, Philadelphia on top. And we start the fourth quarter with a 1st and 5 Eagles at the Cowboy 29-yard line. Sproles flanking the quarterback. And the pass over the middle is taken by Matthews to the 16-yard line. So Carson Wentz very accurate tonight. 27 of 33. As we see, 3 or 4 drops. So he's completed just about everything he's thrown.
Well, I like that one. He was looking out to the left, didn't like it immediately, snapped his head back, found his receiver over the middle. Big throw.
First down from the 15 off the fake. That pass is a little high and incomplete, intended for Green Beckham. 2nd down and 10.
Watch Carson Wentz on this last throw before this one. Looked left, just didn't like it, and now immediately snaps back, not just his head, got his hips back around and made that completion. He is a sharp young man. He really is. He's all those cognitive tests, he blows them out of the water.
There are the standings again. The Dallas win, and they'd be 2 up if Philly wins. They're tied for first. And the Giants will be happy about that as well. Giants off today.
This is an interesting division again, isn't it?
Very much so. So they're tying in there as well. And the pass is taken at the 3-yard line. Cowboys say no. Officials say no. So Green Beckham went to the ground. Scandrick was there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
It's an incomplete pass. The ball hit the ground. 3rd down.
Yep,
no doubt.
For sure.
But what a throw by Wentz on that one. Same deal. He was trying to get this thing out to Sproles in the flat, whips back around and just throws a bullet that only his guy could have caught and should have caught.
3rd and 10. Play clock had almost run out. And Wentz under pressure and fires incomplete. DeMarcus Lawrence able to chase him down, so they hold the Eagles to a Sturgis field goal attempt.
I gotta say, this is the best game I've ever seen DeMarcus Lawrence play. He is coming right like that. It's going to go inside Jason Peters, who we've seen is so athletic, and then bounce it right back out. If this guy can return to form, he had 8 sacks in 2015. Boy, he could make a big difference for this team.
34-yard attempt is good to make it a 10-point game again. A minute into the 4th. 23-13.
Today, we're talking about automotive awards. Which one of these awards appeals most to you?
Top safety pick, mid-size car, and SUV.
Most dependable means a lot to me.
The green car, because I like fuel efficiency.
What if there was a car company that received all of these awards?
One company, one award, and all these? Chevy.
Chevy.
Chevrolet is the most awarded car company of the last 2 years.
I love it. It's fierce.
How would you sum this car up in one word?
Incredible. Amazing. I can't use one word.
Were the judges right in saying we're the best tasting light beer? You be the judge. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
I had this crazy dream last night. This man, he talked to me. He said that you are the future.
The genius who puts a girl in heels on a subway grate.
Miss Monroe, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little cranky when you're hungry. Better?
Much better.
This scene will never make the cut.
I think the competition that the game brings is something that builds a lot of character for people, you know, ever since you're kids. It doesn't matter where you come from. You come together for one goal, and it's just something special about that you can't really put into words.
What I love most about football is 11 guys coming together, going against another 11 guys and just competing. Nothing compares to being a quarterback in the National Football League.
Two very mature guys, two rookies, and this could be the start of something special for years to come. The battle of the Dakotas, because Dak Prescott's name is, his middle name is Dakota, which is where the Dak comes from, and of course Wentz from North Dakota State. Full of all this nonsense. Touchback, Lucky Whitehead downs it in the end zone. Prescott, his passer rating not good against the Giants on opening day, but since then he's been excellent.
Those are great numbers. 5 games in a row, and then tonight not so much. I mean, this, if you're scoring this one at home, you're clearly saying Carson Wentz so far has played the better game, but we have plenty of time left, and we've seen Dak Prescott go on the road and play the Green Bay Packers, and he could get it turned on here too.
Elliott to the outside, and Philadelphia doing a nice job making sure he can't turn it upfield. Graham makes the tackle. So Elliott tonight, 14 carries, 64 yards.
Boy, I like this Jordan Hicks playing the inside linebacker position. As long as they don't get on him directly, watch him work in between the hole here. He's just going to shoot the gap there. Nice job setting in the edge on the outside. Philadelphia's defensive line has done about as well as this running game as anybody else has.
Prescott fires to the sideline, and that is Terrence Williams, who is out of bounds. Fletcher Cox was chasing Prescott, so 3rd and long again, 3rd and 10 specifically for the Cowboys.
Nice stunt inside here. Going to come down inside and bring Fletcher Cox around this way. That's about the only way you can really handle this offensive line. You have to kind of trick them a little bit. Fletcher Cox, an outstanding player, 4 sacks on the season. He and Brandon Graham, 4 sacks each. So no real off the boards kind of stuff, and yet they came in with the most sacks on average per game. The NFL 3.3 per game.
And whistle sounds. The play clock was down to 00.
Before the snap, the layup game, offense, number 4, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Something we haven't seen out of Prescott this season, and now he's dug a 3rd and 15 hole from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy for the Dallas Cowboys tonight across the board. And this is a team that's done awfully well. Maybe the bye week didn't serve them so well.
Averaging only 4.7 yards per play tonight. Philly at 6.6 for comparison. 3rd and 15. Throw it out here to Beasley, and he's going to throw deep downfield and too deep for Terrence Williams. So Beasley, who's been a forgotten man tonight, gets into the action. Pass to him behind the line of scrimmage, and then a little too deep to Williams downfield. 4th down.
The old high school quarterback had his chance here, and Terrence Williams has so much speed and had a step, and he just couldn't catch up to it. It's a great call.
5th year in the league for Beasley, and that's his first pass attempt. Now Jones, who had that big fake before it, just led to 3 points. Fair caught here at the 41-yard line by Darren Sproles, who get decent field position for Philadelphia, and the Eagles are up by 10.
This is the new 2017 Chevy Cruze. I'm only going to show you half of it. What do you think?
I think it looks very sleek.
The lights remind me of Audi lights.
And it starts at $22,190.
Nice.
But there's another side to this car.
Oh, wow.
This is the first ever Chevy Cruze hatch.
Well, that's impressive.
Wow.
So check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, I like it a lot.
Now that you know it's a hatchback, what does it make you think of?
A young professional / weekend warrior. The whole business in the front, party in the back sort of thing.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, watch all your live channels on your devices data-free. Switch to DirecTV and lock in your price for 2 years. Offers starting at $50 a month.
It's true. Arby's new steak and chicken fajita flatbreads don't come on a sizzling platter. But they do come on a flatbread, which, if you think about it, is much better to eat. Arby's, we have the meats.
The Microsoft Cloud helps us stay connected.
The Microsoft Cloud offers infinite scalability.
The Microsoft Cloud helps our customers get up and running anywhere on the planet. Wherever there's a phone, we've got a bank, and we could never do that before.
The cloud gave us a single platform to reach across our entire organization. It helps us communicate better.
We use the Microsoft Cloud's advanced analytics tools to track down cyber criminals.
This cloud helps transform business. This is the Microsoft Cloud.
It's the last week before The Voice goes live.
I'm waiting for something fiery.
Who will move on?
Blew my mind.
Is my hairpiece still on?
And who will get the final steal? Yeah! The Voice, all new tomorrow and Tuesday on NBC.
Denver and Oakland, that's the matchup next Sunday night from the Bay Area. Each of those teams comes in with a mark of 6-2. Broncos beat San Diego today. There are your standings in the West. KC is a half game back, and the Chargers are 3-5. And the Raiders, despite setting a new NFL record most penalties in the game 23, win in overtime at Tampa.
Black hole will be rocking.
It will be next Sunday night. And this drive starts with a fumble, and the Dallas Cowboys with the recovery. Wendell Smallwood, the rookie out of West Virginia, was the ball carrier. So Smallwood comes into the game. Matthews, has had fumbling problems. Sproles has done almost all of the ball carrying tonight. 12 carries. They put Smallwood in the game, and what do you know?
Nice little backdoor move here by Terrell McClain, who probably is their best on this defensive line. Just swims the center right over the top, gets his hand on the football. Big time play when they needed it most.
So the Dallas Cowboys have it at the 36-yard line.
And fourth quarter fumbling woes continue for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Looked like Tyrone Crawford was the guy who secured it at the end. Now, can the Cowboys cash in? Kind of time left in the game. Prescott escapes and then throws, and only the line of scrimmage. Keith Smith, fullback. He is one of 5 Smiths on the Dallas roster, but none of them are named Emmett.
You've got to give these guys a little credit over here. I mean, if you remember that Philadelphia Eagles defensively lost their slot back in Ron Brooks, and they've had a bunch of guys, Jalen Watkins and Jalen Mills and Malcolm Jenkins, trying to fill that role, and they really have not been beaten in the slot tonight, and that was a major concern coming in.
2nd and 9. Here goes Elliott, and he takes the ball to the 31-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins makes the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Malcolm Jenkins is a problem. He's just a problem. He can man coverage. He's around the line of scrimmage. He loves playing the slot. He says he gets bored back there playing the free safety position. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time last year, playing the slot and getting more opportunities now.
Knocked down. That's McKelvin knocking it down, intended for Des Bryant. So now you got to bring in the field goal unit for what's going to be about a 49-yard attempt.
I tell you, the cornerbacks for the Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of guts. They're sitting down on these routes and they're making big 3rd down plays. But you've got to think some double moves or go routes are coming.
So the Cowboys with a golden chance after the fumble, and then Bailey's kick is good, just inside the right upright. Back to a 1-possession advantage, 23-16.
Your
You're the guy with the case full of monsters, huh? That can get you killed, Mr. Scamander.
No human could do what this thing is capable of. This is a beast.
This could mean exposure. It must be stopped.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX.
This just in, Wendy's announces a new Swiss Junior Bacon Cheeseburger as an option with the 4 for $4 for a limited time. With 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $4, the Swiss Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Now back to America.
Deluxe Kids character costumes.
Greetings, classmates.
58 different costume options available. $15. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Today, we're talking about automotive awards. Which one of these awards appeals most to you?
Top safety pick, mid-sized car and SUV.
Most dependable means a lot to me.
The green car, because I like fuel efficiency.
What if there was a car company that received all of these awards?
One company, one award in all these? Chevy.
Chevrolet is the most awarded car company of the last 2 years.
I love it. It's fierce.
How would you sum this car up in one word?
Incredible, amazing. I can't use one word.
Monday's #1 new drama goes to the Alamo.
That's Davy Crockett.
Ma'am. And the future of America.
There's one thing everybody knows about the Alamo. Everybody dies.
Rests in her hands.
We need to fix history.
Timeless. New tomorrow after The Voice on NBC.
Thursday Night Football on NFL Network coming up this week. It starts week number 9 of the National Football League as we get to the halfway mark. Start the second half of the season. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Falcons win today against Green Bay in a thriller. Tampa loses to Oakland, so there are your standings. And Carolina trying to scramble back in, knocking off Arizona. 11.5 to go in regulation. And the Philadelphia Eagles will begin from the 25-yard line.
It's been the Carson Wentz show so far, especially when they went to that hurry-up offense. Very enthusiastic, bright guy. We see him changing calls at the line of scrimmage, limiting his big mistakes here tonight, looking left, snapping those hips back around, making throws like that. And he is delivering bullets out here. Carson Wentz so far the dominant force in this game. He's gotten a little help, though, from a few different guys, and I would put Darren Sproles maybe at the top of that list, and Jason Peters not far behind.
Sproles is the back from the 25-yard line. Off the fake. Chases him, and that's almost picked up by Scandrick.
Oh, man, I almost put the jinx on him there, didn't I?
The old kibosh.
Oh, boy, he tried to load up on that one, and if Scandrick doesn't stumble, he's got it. Here we go. I think Orlando Scandrick's hamstrings are okay. That is one every once in a while, Al, you know, the old rather be lucky than good. That was lucky.
Second and 10 from the 25. And squirting through the tiniest of holes is Sproles for a first down. Stopped by Carr, but none until he picks up 12 yards, first down.
Love the patience. All these guys from the backside have to pull around, so he had to sit there and wait for Brent Selleck to get there. A veteran player just sits and waits. Sometimes those young backs will actually beat their blockers into the hole and gain nothing. He just turned that one into about a 15-yard run.
And he comes off the field at least for a minute. Kenyon Barner comes in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he goes to the 43-yard line. We go to Michelle.
Well, the Cowboys defense is operating without starting safety Barry Church. He is out with a right arm injury. J.J. Wilcox has been manning his spot since Church left the field, Al.
Thank you, Michelle. And there he is on the sideline. Done for the night. Barner stays in the game, and they're going to give it to Barner. Runs into his own man, and then he's able to at least scramble forward for a short gain to the 45, setting up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, let me just say this, that J.J. Wilcox has basically been in a rotation at the safety position. Came into tonight with 203 snaps And believe me, they're fine back there with J.J. Wilcox.
Malik Collins down on one knee, so there is your injury stoppage.
Boy, they really like that young man. Drafted him in the 3rd round. High school wrestler. Has some good wiggle in there, Al.
Back after this.
This isn't the country of just okay, which is why we are introducing a better network than ever before. Behold, the future of wireless is here.
Data limits? Some future.
Verizon's network isn't better if it's limited. Don't let Verizon fool you. T-Mobile now covers 99.7% of their customers. Switch to the network built for unlimited data for everyone.
You gotta be cool, calm, collected, look your fear in the eye. You gotta be shaking off the press, you gotta be taking your time. You gotta say,
This is the new 2017 Chevy Cruze. I'm only going to show you half of it. What do you think?
I think it looks very sleek.
The lights remind me of Audi lights.
And it starts at $22,190.
Nice.
But there's another side to this car.
Oh, wow. They love
This is
it.
the first ever Chevy Cruze hatch.
Well, that's impressive.
Wow.
So check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I do like it a lot.
Now that you know it's a hatchback, what does it make you think of?
A young professional / weekend warrior, the whole business in the front, party in the back sort of thing.
It's back and bigger than ever. Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl starting at $9.99. Endless combinations of your favorite pastas, sauces, and toppings. And for the first time ever, chicken Alfredo. Plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. For a limited time at Olive Garden.
My father is gonna die.
In a season full of surprises, get ready.
I promise you, he won't die alone in that hospital.
For the biggest one yet.
Men are coming, Elizabeth. Get out of that hospital.
The Blacklist, new Thursday on NBC.
With NFL Game Pass, you can replay the games that you missed with condensed games. Full broadcast versions, log on NFL.com/Game Pass. So Crawford walked off under his own power. 3rd down and 3 now. Philadelphia from the 45-yard line. And it was over the middle, caught for a first down. Big conversion here. Jordan Matthews takes the ball into Dallas territory. First down to the 44-yard line.
Al, that was completely done before the snap of the ball. All that motion, they shifted Darren Sproles out wide, brought him back. They saw how they adjusted, knew they had a zone defense. Just hit it right here, was going to be no problem. That was great play design that time by Doug Peterson, Frank Reich. They had that one figured out before the snap of the ball.
From the 44. Take the Sproles. And then throw it to him. And taken out of bounds by Durant. 2nd down.
Well, I don't know if any of us would have predicted tonight that Darren Sproles would have been the equivalent of Ezekiel Elliott in rushing yards coming into this one, but clearly it has been Sproles tonight that has given that balance to this offense that has taken some of the pressure off of Carson Wentz.
23 receiving yards, 9 return yards. And Matthews has not played that much. They put Smallwood in for one play. They want to forget about that fumble. Barnes carried a couple of times, but it's been Sproles. And here he is again. And there he goes again for a first down to the 32-yard line. Can't stop him. Byron Jones makes the tackle.
Jason Kelsey, Jason Peters, here, watch them. They're just winning the battle up there. Just taking them and moving them straight back. That time, David Irving, who caused 3 fumbles in the game against Green Bay a couple of weeks ago, they are winning the battle. We talk so much about the Dallas offensive line, but these big guys up here, even thin as they are, having to replace 2 guys. Wisniewski coming in there and doing a good job.
Ticking down to 8 minutes. Barner is in the backfield. They run Huff. They throw it to him, and he's going to throw it deep downfield and incomplete. That was Jordan Matthews, and he was covered by J.J. Wilcox. So each team trying a similar play here in the 4th quarter, 2nd down.
Yeah, you could see coming around deep and throwing it backwards, so you knew right away it was going to be a throw, but there was J.J. Wilcox in the right place. He was not fooled on that one. Well, Claiborne may have been fooled a bit, but his buddy Wilcox covered it up.
Huff's first ever pass in his 3-year career in the NFL. 2nd down and 10. Now through the middle, this is Barner. That's a good tackle from behind. It's DeMarcus Lawrence who stops him from getting more than a couple of yards. Big 3rd and 8.
Welcome back to Marcus Lawrence. He has just been a force making these plays. Watch him slide underneath the tight end that was coming across here. Just slid right underneath him and made the play. Nice night for him.
At the 30, right now you're looking at a 47, 48-yard field goal. If they don't get a yard, 3rd and 8. Big play for the Dallas D here. Low snap, dropped it, throws, and then Sproles gets taken down. That's the last thing they wanted to have happen. Lee is there, and that turns what would have been a 40-some-odd yard field goal into something a little bit more difficult.
Jason Kelsey's going to try and get out and get this block on Sean Lee, but he's limping a little bit, and Sean Lee is not limping at all. He just keeps beating people to the punch and making huge 3rd down plays. I don't know how many of those 3rd down plays he's made tonight, but it feels like every time the punter comes on, it's because of Sean Lee.
Well, that was big because it puts him back at the 36, and it brings in the punter instead of the field goal kicker, which would have made it a 2-possession game. So Donnie Jones will boot it. And a fair catch is called for and made at the 11-yard line by Cole Beasley. Big 6-yard loss on that play to create the punt.
Hi, gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. And put on a happy face.
What is that?
Man, I don't know. Ask Google.
So can I redeem my Rapid Rewards points at any time?
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Thanksgiving. 4th of July?
Yes to any seat, any day, anytime. Just the way you want it. That's transparency.
Sunday Night Football brought to you by Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 2 years in a row. By Miller Lite, the original light beer. By T-Mobile, switch to the network built for unlimited data. And by Bose, get closer. Cowboys and Eagles, boy, some pretty good stars through the years. And there's one of them right there, live and in person, Roger Staubach.
Everything you want a football player to be.
Prescott throws. That's Beasley making the catch. He had lined up in the backfield and flared out and picks up 12 yards in a first down tackle by Jenkins.
There you go. There's using that quickness finally. They get him in the backfield, which basically gives him a two-way go. He has been a non-factor out here tonight, and those best of friends, Prescott and Beasley, need to start making it happen.
6 minutes to go. Started to go a little quicker here. Now he backs off. Prescott from the 22. Give it to Elliott. Elliott has a lot of room. Elliott out past the 40. Into Eagle territory. Elliott with a flag on the play. all the way back upfield at the 22-yard line. In fact, there are 2 flags. And you know, you can figure out what that's going to mean.
Holding. Offense. Number 72. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
The center, Travis Frederick, negating what would have been a 60-yard gain.
Going to wrap that left arm around the outside here. Judge it for yourself. A lot of flags were flying, so the officials had a pretty good view of it. Boy, what a great play design. We have seen some very impressive play calling here tonight. Scott Linehan had it set up. Let's take a look.
Well, as they say, you could call holding on every play if you want. It's Leotis McKelvin needs the extra time, and we'll take the extra time.
I had this crazy dream last night. This man, he talked to me. He said that you are the future.
An opening night on Broadway is kind of magic. I'm Beowulf Borat, and I'm a Broadway set designer. When I started designing Bronx Tale, the musical, I came up with this idea of 4 towers that were fire escapes, essentially. I'll build a little model in Photoshop and add these details in with a pen. I could never do that with a Mac. I feel like my job is to put out there just enough detail to spur the audience's imagination to fill in all the blanks. This Windows PC is amazing. Having all of my tools right at my fingertips is incredible.
You know who likes to be in control? This guy. Check it out. Self-appendectomy. Now. Oh, that's really attached. That's why I rent from National, where I get the control to choose any car in the aisle I want, not some car they choose for me. Which makes me one smooth operator. Still a little tender. Go National. Go like a pro.
23-16. It's a 1st and 20 after the hold.
Travis Frederick's going to try and get in front here of Nigel Bradham and just gets that left arm wrapped around the neck right there, and everybody saw it. And that was well designed. I'm not sure that Bradham was going to get there anyway, and took away a great play from the Cowboys.
60-yard gain. Goes a wasting, and the pass is caught up at the 26-yard line by Des Bryant, who's been quiet for the last quarter and a half. Rodney McLeod makes the tackle. It was 1st and 20, so it's now 2nd down and 5.
Starting to see a little pep in the step of Dak Prescott as well. I think he likes this hurry-up pace.
He was almost jumped. Prescott in the middle, trying to thread that needle and threw it into the ground, intended for Des Bryant. So pretty vital 3rd and 5 coming up here.
Well, I think Dak Prescott thought that Des was going to cut in front of the cornerback, ended up going behind him, and lucky that one wasn't picked off. Once again, the cornerback's just sort of sitting on Des Bryant, and I think it really threw off the route that Des probably was supposed to run, because the guy just got no depth.
3rd and 5. From the 27-yard line, Eagles coming to the line, creeping up, indicating blitz. To the right he goes, throws, and reaching and making the catch is Beasley. Big time play. 1st down.
Boy, that is a tough catch, and he's going to bounce off the knee to make it legal. You remember the old John Madden, 1 knee equals 2 feet, or whatever it was he said.
Right.
But here he goes, going to come out here to the boundary and bounce off that knee and make that a completion. And for Dak Prescott, probably the thing that he does best, which is throw on the run. He has been dynamic outside the pocket.
That is the classic one to equals 2 feet right there from the 37. Prescott to the sideline, and making the catch there is Bryce Butler. The only time I think he's been targeted tonight was on the interception in the first half.
Boy, what a nice move by Bryce Butler here. Check out Dak Prescott. He was peeking that way. That's a little sneaky peek. I think that's what you'd call that one.
Yep.
And he got a great route from Butler. Get this offense moving.
Pretty good peripheral vision. 4 or 5 on this drive. Started back at his own 10. And they give it to Elliott. Elliott for about 7 yards to the 37-yard line. Tackled there by Mills. Came in for McKelvin, who came out for a play or two, but he's back in. 2nd down and 3.
Travis Frederick making amends with that block. He took control up there. Can you believe how these young quarterbacks are so in control of their offenses already?
They look like they're in their 7th or 8th year in the league. Elliott, and he will get wrestled down very close to the 1st down marker. So they'll come in, they'll spot the ball right at the 34, and 1st down signals Jerome Boger.
I know not everybody loves to watch offensive line play, but 2 of the best in football right there. Fletcher Cox going against Zach Martin, and it's just been a fist fight all night long.
78 yards for Elliott. He comes out. Morris comes in. Alfred Morris in the backfield. Bring it a half in regulation. Prescott deep downfield, and it is Bryant in the crowd. Everybody wants a flag, but there is none as Nolan Carroll was with him all the way. 2nd down.
Yeah, I thought that was the right no call as well. The ball ended up thrown well inside, and so Carroll had that position. I told you they were going to come back to that double move because the way they were squatting on some of those routes. Maybe had a chance if he threw it up into the outside, but just missed it inside.
3:27 left in the 4th. Elliott comes back in on a 2nd down and 10 with Tony Romo looking on from the sideline. Prescott feels the pressure, has room to run, and picks up the 1st down. Pressure from his backside, so he took off. Pressure came from Vinny Curry. 1st down.
You just can't stop this. You know, there's just nothing you can do. You get pressure with Vinny Curry around the outside, and he simply outruns Marcus Smith on the other side. You know, there's just nothing you can do. Great play.
Gain of 12. From the 22 on 1st down. Pressured again, and as he gets away, it is.
You better go make the tackle.
No, it's incomplete. McKelvin came up with it, but the officials come right in. Malcolm Jenkins that time put the heat on, trying to throw it downfield. Take a look again.
Let's take a look. Yep.
On the ground. Yep.
Great job by the officials. I'm sitting here looking at super slow-mo, and those guys, they don't miss often.
So again, the pressure put on Prescott, forcing him out of the pocket. He likes it out there. 2nd down and 10. Now he's going to go downfield here, adjusting and making the catch is Des Bryant for the touchdown.
He threw that one outside, didn't he? You know, I love watching young players correct their own mistakes. He missed inside with the first one, didn't miss inside with that one, gave his playmaker a chance throwing it up and away. Absolutely brilliant.
Des Bryant out for the last 3 weeks, hasn't played since week 3 against Chicago. Now for the extra point to tie the game, Dan Bailey. Nothing's automatic these days in the NFL. But Bailey is pretty close to it. 23 all. 3:04 left in regulation.
Great read. When you see Nolan Carroll adjust to the inside, this route is going to go to the outside. And Dak Prescott this time is going to throw it where only his guy can go up and make a play. That is an unbelievable catch. It's so much fun to watch how competitive Des Bryant is at the football. And then those strong hands, they have to pull it through the arm of Nolan Carroll. Great read, great throw, Dak Prescott. And Al, we talked about it even before that drive started. It hasn't been pretty today, right? He hasn't been playing well. He's been making big mistakes. But game on the line, as he's done all season, delivers.
Just win, baby. Des and Tony on the sideline. Oh, yeah. Jerry with grandkids and Steven and Jerry Jr.
Think football means anything to that family?
Everything.
Look out, we're rocking now.
Looking down the stretch, each team with all of its timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So, ton of time. And Philadelphia will begin the drive from the 25-yard line. The quarterback comparison tonight. Wentz, 75%. And Prescott has picked it up. His numbers were not good at all up until the last couple of drives. As you can see by distance, everything underneath and a couple of mid-range passes completed by Wentz. Meanwhile, Prescott has mid-range and beyond thrown 14 times and completed 7, including the 21-yard plus to Bryant for the touchdown.
You think we're starting to see the beginning of something between these two quarterbacks?
Probably. I mean,
it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yep. Both rookies. Both look like grizzled veterans. Philly begins its drive. Scandrick looked like he was ready to blitz. And this is Sproles, and Sproles is able to knife his way for a gain of 8. Boy, he is really popped by J.J. Wilcox. But he gets 8 second down and a deuce.
All right, I'm going to try this name one more time. Halapopati Vaitai. And you'll see Carson Wentz come out. He saw the slot blitz coming from Orlando Scandrick. Goes right to the stretch play away. And Vaitai on the edge makes the block.
A-. Halapulavate Vaitai. There you go.
We haven't talked about him tonight. That's the best news Philadelphia fans could get.
Because of his name. Who can pronounce it?
That's a good point.
2nd and 2 from the 33. And it's a low throw, and that's going to be a loss. They would have been better served with an incomplete pass. Matthews tackled there by Carr. So that's going to take us, in all likelihood, to the 2-minute warning. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 on the other side of the stoppage. 2 minutes to go. Does any game in the league not wind up in a tie in overtime? Sure seems that way. Back after this.
I can shut down your power grids. I can paralyze your infrastructure. I can access the personal data of everyone in America. I am the enemy with no face, and I can't be stopped.
For every would-be cyber attack, there's a team of U.S. Army cyber warriors who will not be defeated. Find out more at goarmy.com/team.
Today, we're talking about automotive awards. Which one of these awards appeals most to you?
Top safety pick, mid-sized car and SUV.
Most dependable means a lot to me.
The green car, because I like fuel efficiency.
What if there was a car company that received all of these awards?
One company, one award in all these? Chevy.
Chevy.
Chevrolet is the most awarded car company of the last 2 years.
I love it. It's fierce.
How would you sum this car up in one word?
Incredible, amazing, I can't use one word.
The new Pixel, phone by Google, only on Verizon.
Okay, Google, show me Korean restaurants in Boulder.
I found a few places. The only network that can power the first phone with the new Google Assistant? unlimited photo storage, and a stunning VR experience.
How is this possible?
So buy a Pixel only on Verizon and get up to $300 back. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for just $160 with no surprise overages. All on America's best network.
Thursday, it's the special election edition of Superstore. What did you do? Where every ballot will be carefully processed.
We need to speed this up.
Because they know every vote counts. Woo! Election Day at Superstore, Thursday on NBC.
Right after the game, Volkswagen post-game report. Michelle, as usual, interviewing the stars of the game. Mike Tirico, Tony Dungy, Mike Florio. Wrap it up. Chris and I, a preview look to next Sunday's Broncos-Raiders game. Coming up right after the game. About 90,000 here tonight. Seen a good one. 3rd and 4. Big play here. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Three-man rush. Pass to the outside. Juggled and knocked away, incomplete. He goes to the number 3 tight end, Trey Burton. Jeff Heath winds up covering on the play.
If there's been a knock against Brandon Carr is that he's not physical enough. Tackling, coverage, that time, game on the line, couldn't have been done any better.
Right, Carr is right there. Interesting choice of receivers there in Burton. So it's 4th down. Lucky Whitehead is back. Donnie Jones. Whitehead's going to say, let it go, and it takes a great Dallas hop.
He can pick it up.
Yep, he can, and he does at the 35-yard line.
So the worst you get is back where it was touched.
Touched by Philadelphia. Ball was still alive. They have it at the 35-yard line.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, very interesting on both sides right now.
You know, Dak Prescott, we asked everybody when they knew this was a young man that had it, and they said, well, how about the first play he played replacing Tony Romo in Seattle? It was 3rd and 8. He comes off the bench, and everybody thought, oh, they're just going to take it easy. Seattle pass rush on the road, all that. Walks in calmly, completes the pass, and they were off, and he hasn't slowed down since.
When you say interesting on both sides, we're talking about the timeout strategy here, too, as we go down to the finish of regulation. Now they're going to bring Witten into the backfield for extra protection. And Prescott, under pressure, escapes, fires too high, incomplete, intended for Bryant. 2nd down and 10.
Well, with all that pressure, you knew there had to be man coverage going across the board, and Dez was open. He had this little crossing route going, but Prescott uncomfortable, and then Beasley, who typically is the guy that you think of as being the man-to-man coverage beater, and Terrence Williams on the inside. But if they're going to start bringing that kind of pressure, Beasley has to be the guy to go to. He is the quickness on this Dallas offense.
And 2 grabs tonight, but one of them was huge on a 3rd down to convert. And Prescott throws deep downfield, and Bryant had inside position there, but pass falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
Well, Jim Schwartz has officially quit fooling around here with Dak Prescott. If he's going to beat him, he is going to beat him with pressure. Now you've got a 3rd down and 10. Got down at the bottom of the screen. It was a good route, but Prescott just did not have enough time to hold it. So do you bring pressure 3 straight here? Do you trust your guys? Jason Witten, Cole Beasley have been the guys over the years that against man-to-man, tough to handle on 3rd and 10.
Here they come. Prescott incomplete, so Schwartz just sends everybody. Hicks comes through the middle. Prescott hits the deck. Pass had no chance, and that's a very rapid 3 and out.
Everybody coming here. Everybody coming on the blitz. They're bringing them from everywhere, and this could have been a potential intentional grounding. There was nobody around where that ball landed. Nice pressure by Jordan Hicks.
It took 19 seconds for 3 plays. And then Sproles is back. The kick bounces, and at that time takes a good Philadelphia bounce. into the end zone for the touchback, and Wentz will go to work from his own 20-yard line.
So that was everything you didn't want to have happen on that drive for the Dallas Cowboys. At the very least, you wanted to make sure the Eagles and Carson Wentz didn't get another shot. And it was Jim Schwartz, a guy that is not known for blitzing. That is not his MO, dialing it up against Dak Prescott and getting away with it.
The line's done some job here, even with Barber coming out of the game. Left guard Wisniewski had to come in there, but they barely gotten to Wentz. From the 20. Blitzing from the outside, and that's caught at the 25. And a flag comes in as Dorial Green Beckham makes the catch. Penalty's going to go against Philadelphia.
Yeah. Dorial Green Beckham.
Pass interference. Pass interference. Offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Boger pass interference on his own colleague.
Yeah. I think that was on 18.
Yep.
So Brandon Carr is going to go to his backside on this one. Now it gets interesting all over again.
Very.
Now if you're Dallas, do you burn some time
on both sides? Yep. 67 seconds, first and 20. And Wentz is going to get smothered at the 3-yard line. Sean Lee comes in and blitzes. Now they're going to take a timeout. He got second down and 27. And it stops the clock at 59 seconds.
Defensive lineman going to set it all up on stunts for this guy, Sean Lee. So they're just trying to clear a path. There you see the big gap. And for Wentz, no choice. Nicely done by Rod Marinelli.
Meanwhile, that's Morris Claiborne, who was the injured Dallas Cowboy. It's not a happy sight for these guys. He has to come out for at least one play. It's going to be second down and 26.
I tell you, I cannot be more impressed with Rod Marinelli. I didn't think this defense had enough to hang in there this year, and somehow he has just made it work. And the secondary that was so much maligned in the past has become a bit of a strength, but it all starts with that guy, Sean Lee. He has been a force tonight.
So Anthony Brown, a rookie out of Purdue, a 6th-round draft choice. There he is. He has to come in for at least one play with Claiborne on the sideline. Second down and 26.
But Anthony Brown has played a lot of football. He was the slot for Scandrick the last 4 games.
Wentz looks that way, hits Matthews. Good tackle, Scandrick at the 11-yard line. So now you have a third down and forever. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to take another timeout. So they have one left.
Every time that in this situation the quarterback drops back into the end zone, I always hold my breath a little bit, because one holding call and it's game over at that point.
Yep. Safety.
This is fun. You know, we met with both of these young men, these 2 quarterbacks this week, and you found yourself sort of cheering for them and liking them. They're doing all the right stuff, and the future is in good hands with these 2 young men.
So Jerry Jones, Jeff Lurie, the Eagles owner, with wife Tina, watching a typical Dallas-Philadelphia game. Through the years, they've been tremendous. 3rd and 19. Four-man rush.
Look out.
Keeps it alive. Gets buried from behind, and it was all he could do to hold on to the football. That's Orlando Scandrick. And Dallas takes its final timeout. And they should get the ball in decent field position. And, of course, with Bailey, they got one of the best kickers of all time.
I cannot believe he held on to that football. That may be the best play that Carson Wentz made all night. You'll see Scandrick going flying by. A total non-factor. And here he comes. That is incredible. Only large hands from a large man hold on to that football.
Yeah, that is incredible.
That's a game saver. No matter how you slice it, that was a game saver. You know, you could see Scandrick, I think, trying to tomahawk chop down on it and just missed. But even with that, I mean, there was no way he could have had any idea that Scandrick was coming from his backside.
All right, 4th and 21. So Jones with a good booming kick. A flag is down. 38-yard line, a fair catch by Whitehead. And a flag on almost every kicking play tonight. And at 38 seconds, Dallas does not have a timeout.
If it's a hold on the defense, is it before or after the kick?
Holding, receiving team number 51. Philadelphia has elected to have the 10-yard penalty enforced from the end of the kick.
And why not? It's a 54-yard punt by Jones. And then 10 more yards will be tacked on to bring it back to about their own 27.
There's Kyle Wilbur right there. Grab the jersey and pull him down. Good call.
So 38 seconds left. Dallas has erased a 10-point deficit. The game is tied. We've had 2 straight Sunday night games go to overtime.
Might as well go for the trifecta.
Looking for the hat trick. There's Bailey getting loose for what he hopes will be a game-winning field goal.
You just can't make the big mistake here, though, if you're Dak Prescott.
From the 28-yard line. 4-man rush. Prescott, whoa! And the arm was coming forward, so it's an incomplete pass. Brandon Graham got in. So that time they don't blitz. Only 4 guys rush, and they get enough pressure on them anyway.
Is it coming forward? We've just seen those plays in the past. I'm pretty sure that it was moving forward, but if I were a defensive player, I would never let that ball sit on the ground. There have been too many instances of that where that arm gets hit and the hand just sort of pushes it forward. Whew.
2nd and 10. Des Bryant, bottom of the screen. Look out. Prescott's going to get sacked back at the 15 by Connor Barwin. So now it's 3rd down and forever. And the Philadelphia Eagles are not going to take a timeout. 3rd and 21. And the Cowboys are going to be happy to just send this one into overtime.
Are you surprised they didn't take that timeout?
They have, you know, you've got 3 disposal with 3rd and 21. What do you at least give yourself a chance? You got Darren Sproles to run a kickback, but they don't. And we go to overtime. And those of you who are watching the Cubs and the Indians, Carson Wentz tonight, almost everything he's thrown has been short, inaccurate, but underneath. Prescott, meanwhile, started out real slowly, got hotter. Elliott, the league's leading rusher, 78 rushing yards, but on 17 attempts. Sproles has been a very key factor tonight, and Des Bryant able to haul that one in late in the 4th quarter for the game-tying touchdown. So here we go. If you've been with us 3 straight weeks, you know all the rules by now. You don't even though there's a 2-minute warning, you know a game can end in a tie. Each team has 2 timeouts, no challenges, everything reviewed upstairs. Each team the opportunity to possess the ball unless the team receiving the kickoff gets a touchdown or the defense gets a TD or a safety.
All right.
And Jerome Boger bringing the captains out.
Boy, this is graduate school tonight. Jim Schwartz has dialed up every blitz he knows, and yet it's really not blitzes. He's really just bringing 4 guys, but he's dropping defensive linemen and bringing other guys.
Let me explain overtime. We're going to play 1 15-minute overtime period. Each team will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the team that first receives the opening kickoff scores a touchdown or the team that first goes on defense scores a safety. Overtime, each team will have 2 timeouts. All the replay challenges will come from the replay assistants. Okay? Philadelphia, by being a visiting team, you get to call the coin toss again. The red H is heads. The NFL logo is tails. Make your selection, then I'll flip the coin. Heads. Philadelphia has chosen heads. And it's tails. Okay. Dallas wants the ball. Which way it's like to kick? Okay. Dallas has won.
Well, touchdown for Dallas would win the game. Otherwise, we'll keep on trucking on Sunday Night Football.
To save a life, they'll break the law.
Keep them alive.
Chicago Med, Thursday. Comparing midsize sedans? Here's what puts the Kia Optima ahead of the Nissan Altima. The Kia Optima has an available surround view monitor and turbo engine. The Nissan Altima does not. The 2016 Kia Optima is a KBB.com Best Buy Award winner. The Nissan Altima came up short there, too. Discover the next generation Optima. It's not your average midsize sedan. Hurry in during Kia's fall savings time and lease the Optima LX for $179 a month or get 0% financing.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
Hillary Clinton won't change Washington. She's been there 30 years. Taxes went up. Terrorism spread. Jobs vanished. But special interests and Washington insiders thrived. Donald Trump will turn Washington upside down. Day one. Real change that puts Americans first. A vote for Hillary is a vote for more of the same. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for change that makes America great again.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
It's time to save on the adventurous Toyota RAV4, which has more horsepower than Nissan Rogue and more cargo space than Honda CR-V. Lease this 2016 RAV4 for $199 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
School violence is on the rise.
These kids are troubled. There's something else going on.
The new local tactics to prevent school shootings and the new technology that could prevent violent behavior before it happens. Tuesday on WLWT News 5 at 6. WLWT weather, Cincinnati's certified most accurate.
So, at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Overtime on Sunday night, 3 weeks in a row. Lucky Whitehead back to receive the kickoff. And let's go through the end zone. So to the 25-yard line come the Dallas Cowboys. Some of the numbers tonight: rushing yards for the Cowboys, 170. 30 of those by the punter on a beautiful fake by Chris Jones.
And a few by Prescott, too.
Right, passing about even. That's right. Prescott tonight has gained 39 yards on the ground. Elliott, leading rusher, been held to about 4.5 yards per carry. Came in averaging 5.1. And they start out with Elliott probing the right side up to the 29-yard line. McKeldin makes the tackle. 2nd down and 6 for Dallas.
You know, great defensive coordinators have the ability to have it feel like you're getting blitzed by 7 guys, and in reality a lot of times it's only 4 and it's not a blitz at all. And so I think for Dak Prescott, he has to understand what Jim Schwartz is doing sometimes, and if it's just a 4-man rush, hang in there with it.
They go 5 wide without a huddle here. Elliott comes out of the game in this situation. 2nd down and 6. And the 29, and Prescott throws high, but taken in at the 38-yard line by the leaping Terrence Williams for a 1st down.
Big time play by Terrence Williams. He's sort of always the other guy, but he is the one that has the ability with his speed to make a difference and open things up for Des Bryant. But so far tonight, there's no question with this running game, and anytime he gets the one-on-one matchup, Des Bryant has been the nightmare for the Philadelphia Eagles on the defensive side.
Fake to Elliott. Prescott hanging in there. Fires. Caught. Beasley to the 38-yard line. Tackled by Mills. Another Dallas first down. 23 yards.
First of all, great job by Dak Prescott. Jason Witten had to run his man in front of him. It was a really great block on Vinny Curry, but he had to step up and through, kept his eyes down the field, and delivered a strike. For Cole Beasley, that's just his third catch. He and Jason Witten now just 4 catches between them.
Beasley, their leading receiver, coming into the game. Elliott will struggle to the 34. This is the second year in a row that these teams have gone into overtime here. There was a Sunday night game last year that ended on a pass from Sam Bradford to Jordan Matthews, 41 yards for the touchdown to end overtime. Third time in the history of this vaunted series that the Eagles and the Cowboys have gone to an extra period.
Here comes the stuff. Dak Prescott said, "Get me out of that one." Jason Witten came down to help block. Here they come.
Yep, 2nd and 7, gets it away. That's caught. Beasley again, and he'll get taken down just short of a first down. Rodney McLeod was the guy coming in and got right to Prescott as he launched it.
Yep, going to get a clean run here, but nice job finding his quick outlet. He just has to remember, when they blitz, it's man coverage. Who's your best man-to-man beater? Number 11, no question, Cole Beasley.
So it's 3rd down and 1. They take Bryant out of the game and bring Whitehead in as the receiver. You got Elliott and you got a fullback in there too, Keith Smith.
And they'll use Lucky Whitehead to come in and block sometimes as well.
3rd and 1. You saw Tony Romo on the sideline. They give it to Elliott, and he is not going to get it. So the league's leading rusher, despite bringing in the fullback for leverage, is stopped short.
You know, he made a late spin move out there that looked like he was completely stopped, but kind of rolled forward.
But he's still short of the first down here.
Watch the D-line coming in here now, and watch Elliott as he got into that pile, sort of spun out of it and was reaching, got at least closer. He was stuffed pretty far back to begin with.
Well, this is pretty interesting now. You got 4th down and inches, and the crowd would like to see them go for it. Garrett wants a measurement.
Yeah, first.
Left the offense out there. They take a timeout.
That one makes coaches crazy, because sometimes they will grant that measurement, and sometimes they won't. And in this case, it cost Jason Garrett a timeout. Clearly, he wanted to take a minute and think about it, what he was going to do.
Well, he wanted to take a minute, too, and then also give the guys upstairs and in New York a chance to look at this, too, because you can't challenge. All reviews come from the officials. Here's another look at it. Where's forward progress?
So the
come to a halt.
Here's the official sticks up here. So it's literally right on that marker right there is where he's going to have to get to. He may have even gotten.
Yep. Where they mark forward progress. I don't see how they overturn it.
Nope.
So it's 4th and inches, and for the moment, you're going to leave the offense in there. Do you really run the play or just try to draw them offside? Ball to 28. Whitehead, he's going to block and try a sneak, and they push him to a first down. Prescott over the middle. Jerry Jones had about 4 years taken off his life here.
Actually, Doug Free's going to come in around behind on the tail end just when it looked like it might have been stymied. And the old scrum worked. Tyron Smith and company, everybody pushing forward. That was huge.
At the 26. Touchdown wins the game. Field goal doesn't. 4.5 into overtime. Elliott the 14-yard line. So 97 yards now on 21 carries for the Ohio State rookie.
Nice read that time by Ezekiel Elliott. If they're going to bring a slot blitz off the left-hand edge here, then there's going to be a gap. All those other defensive linemen are going to slant away from that. Elliott saw it and picked it up.
You know, 3 receivers set to the left. That's Bryant in the middle. Elliott again, and he gets stuffed as he reaches the line of scrimmage.
Well, the one area we've seen Dak Prescott make some mistakes tonight has been here in the red zone. Obviously, this is huge. A touchdown ends the game. But are you willing to take those sorts of chances now? Because Jim Schwartz has had his number with some of these blitzes.
Bring Witten in as the extra protector. And then it's flared out to Elliott, and Elliott will take the ball very close to a first down. So Elliott, outstanding receiver. They're going to mark it very close to the stick. On the far side, Ezekiel Elliott, it's where he steps out. 4 receptions tonight. Where does he step out? It's about the 5. And it's a first down. So it's a first down and goal. So Elliott out. They bring Morris in. Alfred Morris. First and goal from the 4. And they run the option here, and to no avail. That is sniffed out by the Philly D. So it's second down and goal. They've had the ball the entire overtime period.
They're lucky that wasn't a fumble. Alfred Morris was so far in front of Dak Prescott they couldn't even get the mesh point, and this ball is a little wobbly here. He's reaching, and I think he may have given that ball to Alfred Morris if he were close enough to him.
Elliott in the backfield. Prescott. Elliott got knocked down. Throws wide open. Jason Witten to win the game.
Friendly fire got the Philadelphia Eagles. They collide, and Jason Witten wide open for the game winner.
Witten not much of a factor tonight. Barely called his name. Of course, he's been the heart and soul for so many years. And of all things, wins it at the end. That was 12 plays in overtime, including a huge 4th down risk, which paid off.
Watch the collision on the back end. It's the 2 safeties, Rodney McLeod, Malcolm Jenkins, run into each other. McLeod's going to pick off Jenkins on the back end right here. And there goes Jason Witten for the game winner.
He picked a heck of a time for his first touchdown of the season, didn't he?
Oh, man, they all contributed a little bit.
He's had a few in his illustrious career, and the Dallas Cowboys have won 6 in a row and have a 2-game lead in the NFC East Division. Volkswagen post-game report coming right up after these messages.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon, America's best network.
And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile.
You are not Jamie Foxx.
T-Mobile's got unlimited data.
Really? Unlimited high-speed data?
No, but...
Unlimited HD video?
if you pay extra for it.
That sounds pretty limited.
Only Verizon gives you the best value. Get the quality network you want and all the data you need without all the surprise overages and restrictions. Switch now and get 20 gigs and 4 lines for $160. All on America's best network.
So, how's retirement? Staying pretty busy, actually. Busy? Busy's good.
Honey, look.
Number 18 in the house.
He comes in here every day.
Gets the same thing every time.
You know I can hear you, right? You know I can hear you, right?
There it is.
I'll be here all week. For your many retirement needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Monday's #1 new drama goes to the Alamo.
That's Davy Crockett.
Ma'am?
And the future of America.
There's one thing everybody knows about the Alamo. Everybody dies.
Rests in her hands.
We need to fix history.
Timeless. New tomorrow after The Voice on NBC.
Welcome to the Volkswagen Golf All-Track Post-Game Report. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Down double digits in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys come back and rally, and they have won 6 in a row and are 2 clear of the rest of the NFC East. Our 3rd straight Sunday night overtime. Another great day of football. Started early in the morning with overtime, 3 OT games, and this one built to a great crescendo. And Dak Prescott, who struggled in large part in the second and third quarter, comes up big in the fourth quarter, a game-tying, a game-winning touchdown pass. And not just Prescott, but the man he threw the touchdown pass to, and the top tackler for the Cowboys tonight. All will be on the Sunday night bus getting game balls. It's Prescott, it's Jason Witten, it's Sean Lee, and they're standing by with Michelle.
All right, Mike, thank you. Dak, you guys trailed by as many as 10, and you clawed your way back into this thing. What was the mood like in the huddle as you guys worked your way back to the win?
We just take it one play at a time. We knew the defense was going to make stops to give us an opportunity to get back in it, and they did exactly that. The defense won this game. It was a great one.
Well, you guys had a 4th and 1 in overtime. Jason Garrett decided he wanted you to keep it. What did it mean to you to have him put his confidence in you like that?
It meant a lot, but I got a great front 5 guys up there that can move anybody, and that's exactly what they did, and let me get that yard. That was awesome.
You know, your predecessor, Tony Romo, used to find Jason Witten a really nice security blanket. You were scrambling there when you threw that touchdown pass. What did you see out of Witten?
I saw a wide open Witten just doing exactly what he does and getting open, and that was a great way to get our first one together.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, a record-setting night for you. Most starts in Dallas Cowboys history, and to have it end with you scoring the winning touchdown, what was that moment like?
It's special. You know, you play a long time, and you just hope to be in moments like this. This is what you do all the work for, all the training. Great group of guys. Just a special team, you know, to go through what we did last year, 4-12, we really had to look ourselves in the mirror. The hard work's paying off for us right now.
And you told us you've accepted a new role on this team, a little bit different, but this is such a young, exciting team that it's fun to be a part of. What did you see out of this young quarterback tonight?
Well, you can't say enough great things about the young man. I mean, he just came in since day one and really just embraced this role. Thrown into this opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it. And that's a good defense we went against. He just kept grinding. He stayed with it, led the group, made some big plays when we needed him to.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thanks, Michelle.
Let's turn to Sean Lee. You just heard Dak Prescott say the defense won the game for us tonight. You guys did some things there late in the game, you know, held them to 3 and outs. What was Rod Marinelli dialing up that was working so well?
Well, you know, that's a great Eagles offense, and they had us on our heels a lot of the game. Made some adjustments at halftime. Coach brought a little bit more pressure. We found a way to make some big plays. We knew if we could get it back to our offense down the stretch, they would make plays. They've made plays all year for us.
And the mindset of this defense, as you saw that offense clawing its way back, was what?
Oh, we knew. We knew it was a matter of time before they exploded and scored. You see Dak, how great he's playing. It was so great to see Witten get that catch. Guy's been a huge mentor towards me. He had an unbelievable career. He's a Hall of Fame person, Hall of Fame player, so that was fantastic.
A big night, Sean. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Mike, back to you.
All right, Michelle, that was well said about Witten by Sean Lee. Let's bring in the Hall of Famer, Coach Tony Dungy. Coach, rookie quarterbacks, you know, we're an instantaneous society. We want them to be ready-made products right away, but there's up and down with all these guys. Tell me what you saw and what you learned about these rookie quarterbacks on both sides as we watch them go head-to-head tonight.
Well, we did see the up and downs, and these guys are young. They're seeing things, a lot of things for the first time, but I think both quarterbacks, you saw the composure, you saw the competitiveness, the desire. Everything was on point. Now, Carson Wentz had a great night. They had a great game plan, throwing the ball short against those zones. You heard Sean Lee say we had to adjust, and we had to bring more pressure down the stretch. Carson Wentz played very, very well. But Dak Prescott, I don't know what you can say about this young man. He struggled. They're behind. Things aren't going well. And he willed that team to a win, made the plays down the stretch. I think that's what you look for in quarterbacks. Winners are guys who get the job done even when they aren't at their best, and that was Dak Prescott tonight.
And he was at winning time for sure, Coach. Thank you. Let's go over now to Mike Florio of ProFootballTalk.com. Mike, let's talk about things we saw around the league today. Alex Smith took a very hard hit, evaluated for a concussion. He was cleared, so he came back into that Kansas City win against Indianapolis. Then Smith got hit again, diagnosed with a concussion. The big question I think people will be asking, was procedure properly followed when he got that first concussion?
Well, Mike, the team's position so far is that it was, because when that player is taken into the locker room, a concussion evaluation is performed by an independent neurologist. That's what happened here, but we see the video. Alex Smith looked woozy. Something didn't seem right. And keep an eye on what may happen moving forward, Mike. I'm told that there are people in the league office who prefer a system not where the player is evaluated for a concussion and then possibly brought back to the game, but yanked from the game just based upon the suspicion of a possible concussion. People like Hall of Fame coach John Madden, former Giants and Jaguars coach Tom Coughlin are advocating a situation where the player would be removed from play and not returned simply when there's doubt of a concussion. This could be the thing that maybe pushes that argument forward.
As we've learned, concussion symptoms don't always show up right away. Sometimes it takes some time. Mike, one more. Cam Newton very vocal after the Carolina game that they won, saying he doesn't believe he's protected out there. What are you hearing about this topic?
Well, the league's position will be that he's no more or less protected than anyone else. I'm told the league believes that there are 11 quarterbacks who have had more missed roughing the passer calls in the last 3.5 years than Cam Newton, who has only had, according to the league, 3 missed roughing the passer calls. So other quarterbacks have had this experience. Maybe we notice it more when it's Cam Newton, but that is going to be part of the answer that he gets if he does push this with the league office.
Topics of conversation all week, and starting with you, Mike, on Pro Football Talk Live. That's tomorrow morning from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time, followed by the Dan Patrick Show. And Dan's guest is Bob Costas. Final score at overtime, Cowboys 29, Eagles 23. Alan Chris back to wrap it up in a moment.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah. Introducing the new turbocharged Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
My name is Karen Clark-Cole, and my company is Blink UX. Blink is a user experience research and design firm. Blink started with 2 people, and now we've grown to 70 people.
How would you describe your business?
Could we say that people are fun?
Of all the words you use to describe your business, small isn't one of them. From offices and law firms to factories and restaurants, MetLife can help you find the right employee benefits for your business and your budget. Contact your broker or MetLife today.
People always say, let's just get a sandwich or something. You don't just learn how to drive or solve the world's problems, be a dad or something. And we don't just make sandwiches or something. We hand slice avocado, pull smoked chicken, bake fresh focaccia, and craft every sandwich clean from top to bottom. There's nothing or something about it. Panera, food as it should be.
Upgrade season's here. I got my new iPhone 7 from Sprint.
Sprint? I'm hearing good things about the network.
All the networks are great now. We're talking within a 1% difference in reliability of each other. And Sprint saves you 50% on most current national carrier rates. And if you got 1% more haircut than me today, would you really pay twice as much?
No, I wouldn't.
Copy that.
Switch to Sprint and get iPhone 7, plus save 50% off most current national carrier rates. Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much.
Welcome back to the Volkswagen Golf All-Track Post-Game Report. Here now, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth.
We are the kings of overtime. That's three straight. You know, Jason Witten had not scored a touchdown in a Dallas-Philadelphia game in 10 games. And he picked the right time. He got wide open. And Dallas now has a big advantage in this division, 2 games up on everybody.
Yeah, and it's kind of how they did it tonight that was so impressive, don't you think? I mean, to have Dak Prescott have one of his poorer games after this great streak of 5 straight and he'd been playing so well, and tonight you were going, oh boy, I wonder if Tony Romo, you know, you're starting to think all this, and there he was in the fourth quarter of that game in overtime, just delivering on it as he's done all season. It was pretty fantastic.
On top of it, they go to Cleveland next week. Of course, the Browns haven't won a game. We go to Oakland. We haven't done a Denver-Oakland game on Sunday night in years. It used to be a Monday night staple, one of the great rivalries, and all of a sudden both teams come in 6-2. Happy to report, by the way, Wade Phillips, who got knocked down on the sideline today, the defensive coordinator of the Broncos, had to go to the hospital, checked out okay. They say he'll be back at the facility tomorrow.
Which is great news. Anybody that knows anything about football, Wade is one of the great gentlemen, and we certainly wish him well. But I don't know about you. I'm excited to get back to Oakland. I mean,
sure.
You know, growing up and for decades, it was the Oakland Raiders and it was the Black Hole, and there were so many great moments, and we're starting to get back to that. We talked about the young talent of the Dallas Cowboys. How about the young talent of the Oakland Raiders right now? They have some real stars developing on that team.
And how about a team that sets an NFL record for penalties? I mean, I watched most of that game today on Sunday Ticket, and it was like...
And a record for passing yards in the same game.
And yet every time you thought they blew the game, they came back and they wound up winning it at the end. Yep, so we don't be doing that now. Come on. It's Denver against Oakland. We'll see on Sunday night from whatever they call that, the facility in Oakland these days, Oco, I think. Anyway, the final score here was 29-23. The Cowboys win it in overtime. Great rivalry and just another chapter tonight in overtime on Sunday Night Football. Al, Chris, Michelle, Freddie, Drew, the entire gang. We'll see you next week.